All right, Abusan, check the time. Quarter past. No. 2:30. 30 minutes into 2. It is that time of the day we bring you the session time. Oh my God, I about you. I don't want me da ebe na watch it. But as you certainly know, special voting is on Monday. Time to elect a new president and to retain or to elect a new batch of members of parliament. So legal exercise is because Sonia Miyaduma Miminida Ebeina watch it. I said your Peace FM, the most credible, authentic, reliable, and dependable media house. I provide information I am from when it comes to election, not only in Ghana, but the nations across the world. Yeah, the decision time about I address you call and someone ACC Bra ya Boabua, yes, Ewura Abatum. It was videoed at Peace 104.3 FM. Nasa what him in Kamaha. Memwakwaba at the bad decision time. Fitis Abel Copim say no num ebebo. Be with us, Kayahue. Not young John Jury, and Bobo Young Sia, or man ye, Ediura Abatuum. Your family chief captain, Field Marshal or Hinenana, Kwame Amo. Ahead of the show this afternoon, lawyer Charles Owusu Juana, private legal practitioner. Didn't be born como, need the beauty medina no. Then asma ya de ebe top no so ne dada ne sekus na me ho apaso. Yes say. Kaya ho on and on our social media platforms how do ni na so. And also views and comment. Wadwen tire nyina so obetumi dia braya 0244 84488 0244 8444488. All is set for special voting on Monday. Special voting is here Chima Muon. Omwa on the election day won be busy. Media journalists for kan ho. Bambo for kan ho. Even the Electoral Commission officers are won no be adwuma nyina e kan ho. Then concerning this year's election na asamba akwa ya twene sa krata hi pa ye eda no esi memeda na ye nuanom 7th Day Adventist SDA kwanwefo womfa womo memeda humeda die eni agronti na kwakoye ya beto yento mampeni kra na no tumu bisre se memeda ba ko pedie enye hwe wo metumi atokura san kwa asore. Now we have been told to say 7th Day Adventist Church wama ye ready say wombeka omamuni na ho na memeda ebe na wotwe womone ye yina bom atro aba no kama IGP oban post dom se sign ebo kanima peni John Dramani Mahama ene mampeni abedire kire ba umia ba se woma yade pa ene afoforo akanso a womo pray mampeni dibre no the way womo conduct womo campaign na womo ankasa as individuals womo conduct womo ho campaign no aye kama no kasantwie bia no mpuatwa no adapetwa ana campaign no so wonte se bi basabasa bi abo bi die ma na so obi akoto ahye no nyonko so dabi o my campaign decently IGP so obo mabaso. Then Electoral Commission once again e kai say sauti so obi gina baby e ka say abaye beto no nyame ya adom amemne da e be na wotwe your first Saturday of December the maminchwa ni 7 December oti so obi ka say apart from no you better no da foforo biem ana ya cheche abato no mu ase no hu said the radio presenter bi kan ye no woboa we ani adamatas na enan awie yesin konwa decision time so a ye bo ho komo ansa ne be bie dwumede ne so kra no ma menkoe na any lawyer emon komo ni na afa aba ye beto nyame adoma 7th December. I have in the studio lawyer Charles Owusu Juana. Maybe say lawyer na. Lawyer spelling na no.
Spelling na Juanah.
And pronunciation is where? Juana. Akwaba.
Janua.
Naboko die.
Jankupa adum.
De nyamiase. Ya do as say you enso so ba beka yensa.
Mesu me do ase. Edi otwe di abo Jankupa ase. Say ya tem kwam na ne ya hia ha. Na ya be din komo.
Election 2024. Ebia no obi tie yen. Do we NDC. Do we NPP. Do we afafranto. But there were floating voters, as we call them. This is no making no. womu making no based on be at their one better. We are given the opportunity. Obi ato now we see na junipi. Lawyer beto akoyin and sentia obeka se nipa no emeka ho.
Oh, Metro Obama MPP.
Oh sir.
Dr. Mahmoud
Na lawyers aya ye jamo ama mutumi openly declare my support.
Listen, you right. Right, you're public servants. No, you need a right to declare our aim.
Obunzi because you for so say you're public servant, but the Lord debarred them from.
Well, but really, I mean, who baby I can say to me declare me support for anybody. Me Nisa. But definitely, in this meeting, I have to be very, very objective. Because Kafuti, it is not my intention, say, maybe I be ma man for, maybe I be kebi biachira man for enya nukre. Na omudi ejina so ayo omo decision. The SCA wa man mu, and maybe I be kakwase. Because me feel say.
Okay, so why will lawyer Charles Owusu Juana?
That's right.
Opt for the vice president and NPP flag bearer, and we want others to join him.
Now, this is a timer. So, Besha. NDC for 16 years. And the MPP for 16 years. 16 years. It is time for us to take stock of sad times in conformity with mine. Now, as I know with my analysis for ni pan. And so from a timer, we start here. And from timer, we be just start here. And from timer, we start be just start here. And from timer, we so be just start here. Ababi do be here. So one just analysis now. One shall be mistakes. Because definitely we are Canadian. We are new or didn't sabin go back any my fee. To be a Canadian. And I would say hotspots. We say, and it is very confusing. But we have proper analysis of the time will be starting in the Jumo to me the situation on the hand and in your course. Ube who say yes. When the emfa or my nation going forward. Ube who say MPP stands out tall. The party stands out tall. Now, baby, I do no soon. You do point to be a so be sure. 2000 or from 1992. Rollins walk about him. Rollins here nedia be see 2000. Rollins ofia bemu. No say. Why we na no manaka do be. Now are you going to any the issue? But we share Kufuor, President Kufuor bar power or Hipic. Which to say, as some another papa can no credit. Hipic natures in this car. 18 was say, yes, sick be a yabian. Ya de share copy say, a bit master, sorry, general Hobio. And that was 8 years of Jerry Rawlings rule. Now from AFRC to PNDC, they were with him dada. Obia will live it through that time in BC. And obviously, it's the same people. And Kofona no more AFRC, no more about PNDC, or Mansunaba NDC. Into minimum, they've been around for about 29 years of Ghana's time. Into all Bibia na Bibia a cash and carry. Oko hospital, cash and carry. Oyiriko hospital nasa okwako wa oba cash and carry. Oba kuskua cash and carry. Bibia a cash and carry waha. Until there was no policy per se. A support to nipa dasanini in any way. But obviously obia a dying, obia a road, obia a way hospital we see. And then the structure a year abai bia ye. By human interventions, because Chromia didn't cry man. That's a human interventions no wa. Alleviate in suffering. Kakra. Ube who say President Kufuor Bayan. O who say a man omukoko wo our hospital. Yechi omotraho. Yɛkye ɔmo tena hɔ because ɔmo ntumi ntua. Nti ɔmo ntumi ntua na ne yɛakye ɔmo atena hɔ nti no pɛsɛ kofo baa no hwedi no se yɛnyɛ free maternity. Free maternity na kyɛ sɛ ɛmaa na ɔmo akɔwo na yɛ asizi ɔmo wɔ hospital ni nyina ɔmo mmerɛ fie. Wɔn fa nso ho. Ɔhwɛ saa cash and carry hospital here. Medical health here. Ɛmwa just na wokɔ hospital. So wokɔ hospital na wokɔ na sɛ you wɔnyɛ sika ntua ne yɛsɛ ma sɛ yɛnhwɛ wo na wokɔ fia. Ayɛ sɛ wokɔ akɔ. Anaasɛ ɔbɛpa asɔre bi akɔ ne akɔbɔ mpa hwɛ sɛ Nyankopɔn bɛtie wasɛm. Ɛno nso na ɛnam hɔ. Akɔpem sɛ ɔbɛyɛ NHIS. NHIS na kyɛ sɛ insurance. Wotue sika kakra bi the whole year. Na wokɔ hospital. Ɛno ntwam. Obeye school feeding because in Kolano bebre nko school because they come there. Omo parents intimi afford. Enti notify onko school. Okaso onko school betra baby no adi ago. But omo say aduane free aduane wo school no. Bebre koy, bebre so join koy. Eni nyina ya nyoma eso hu say it is social human interventions. Knowing very well say chronomaidi into your intervention so the baby take that expenditure from the parents. Na omo ho adwo om kakra wan fa nso ho oye maslo se da bia ma no omo pe adwuma omo tonton ne omo ne benya sika kakra betuma bobo sika kakra dia support omo nyuma owie nso oye lip so ka ho omo ehia omo pa na ehu se we nim dia bibia anko oso okay mom 350 say crazy I do 500 and then say ya ne ka chem say do 500 enti wo hwe owura kofu ayi na oye human interventions pa to support too in Crawford na Ghana for all could you discover crude oil for the first time and a gas on a gip gas into no that was the state of affairs Odija Atamils no you use Atamils hedge your gas your crude oil and no bobosia so that we develop gas. Intertamelsin is good, Osi Atuabu, NOC ENI terminal, NOC Jubilee terminal. Said the Bianca downstream oil and gas. Ebeko ye said the be a developer amount for Nya Jumaya no my. And I tell you, it's idea with your pipe in a way. And Atabi we. And Ura John Mahama, former president, may take you over. Obey take you over no. After such huge commercial quantities of crude oil and gas find, you're called Esum. Esum Yakomuno. I did a transaction. Now my clients from South Africa, number Ghana was here $2 billion because now ECG, any scout to fuel. I was in the meetings. I mean, I'm a lead negotiator for my clients.
Wow.
It's your cost where you negotiate. At times I'm so okay to move to come there. Also, Europeans can need the trial Nigeria for gas near to because you intimate try for a long time. ECG phones so almost a friend like VR phones some supply gas now can normal so ECG scanner. I saw the VR for them. Ultimate farmer. Ultimate to agree coca. Ultimate to PPP phone in Yaka. And it's no more here says in the transaction we realized say. That government no more negotiating to sell ECG. Now the rate at which they were selling, they say 80 to the foreigners and 20 to Ghanaians. In terms of a big kind of vice president, they ended up saying, I don't know, and you know, the darkness continued. And year move on to 2016. As at 2016, you move on. Not still I was they may have free soon. MPP for back 2017 after 2016 election. 6 months pepe and darkness in the way. Jumsone and D and roll out free SHS. Now free SHS a very important point from Kolana we primary school to be because some parents they could not afford. Na minua Kwame. Obia wa ma enim said Josepha Penhasem. To Ghana so man any youth no. It is a youth no most of them are become uneducated. I don't want to be a school papa. How is the future going to look like? Now it takes Obia or Domine to make such an investment. Sen kwalai di ya mo ntwen. Te say de na owura John Mahama ka so $2 billion on to me fan share free SHS money. And that's on support to free SHS because he wants to build capacity. Building capacity means these children are going to stay at home and become illiterate. Now what does that mean? It means from time. So besha. Kwame Nkrumah ye free education was north. And then you see the Northerners became educated because it was not dependent on your father's wealth to continue in school. Today, John Mahama also benefiting from free education. On our contesting on behalf of NDC. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia also benefiting from free education. On our contesting on behalf of MPP. Education is very prominent. There's also ministries, hospitals, professional groups, not necessarily because the education was not based on their father's wealth. And to be obeba no catch them say, look, these children must be educated, no matter what. No matter what, they must be educated, and we are going to use state revenue to pay. That is the guy who has the future of this country in his hands. He's thinking ahead. He's thinking ahead for the youth na be develop. No metimi ababaye do mbabaye. But the other party no say. Some was carry omitimi nye. Enti ye build capacity. Capacity means ye ko sisi adan, ye ko ye classroom, ye ko ye nyoma bebre. Ghana so sata in this kasa. Enti e be den no ma wie na nkole ye timi akọ school. Enti menua, we just nyoma we nyina with the extensive development our MPP government, this particular government, around the country, because I've been around. Yes, I didn't intend to come and give you documents because I've lived through it. It is eyewitness account in my way. So here and then as I said, whatever. The president commissioned 4 major hospitals in Ashanti region. And you know, agenda 111 air koso obi obeka chose enkoso bi oboa. My call round, ebi wo 80%, ebi wo 70%, ebi wo say most of government projects na ekoso akwan any infrastructure na nyoma. Why ni function sir?
All right. Lawyer, we dey mesra na mabam kakra no mabisa. When it comes to infrastructure, they said they are working here. Yes. And they are then here. Abem bi be bi a chen bi. But ubisa the ordinary Ghanaian no do can say yes. Aban said it is aban bana so your infrastructure and said that nyawa. But as to how be reflect economically in the day-to-day economic affairs of mining this year no and no and na the basis are crofobehwe.
Well, a crofobehwe to me I can say they're working because be and the bottom shishene kakra. But me yes some survey be kwame. Ishia crofobehwe na omo can say the omo kaya na so okay me yen analysis bi wa hasesi ani enfie. Mo family members are here na benefiting yet to be a one family. Family say we family members are here and are benefiting from free SHS. Almost 15. Kwala 15 are benefiting. And I'm saying, sir, it's just some calculations million kakra. 15, yes, a entry 18,000. It may multiply 18,000 by 15. And I'm changing called dollars. And I'm saying, so the initial stage and government did over $10,000 ashemukotokum. Adia san kamuko pesika na mdu kokoye. Or the ashemukotokum. NHIS. President Kufuor ebi anka akọ hospital beka so 2,000 sani ahwew. Ana wundro no wayi nya say na beye. Untimi ntua. Enti na honam ya. And so because of NHIS policy na obi di buy. Obi na di ba o. I didn't na the other government in one farmer. Because oma tra ba mu achesa oma fa bibi sama. 18 is a year. If I say averagely 1,000 abet going to hospital back. So say what you have 100 cities as a 200 cities. Yama card. Okwa. So what yari no screen a uniswa. They feel free. And also the government I show to go. So our government way na increase the cocoa price. Man be do 3,100. 3,100 is all 10 bags a year. Now go amount for salaries. Kwame. Formerly, let's say for 5 years ago, Sukana now General now Jine. Obia salaries to cost through. A lot of monies have come into people's hands as than before. Simple economic jargon.
Obviously, person play the devil's advocate because increase in salary, correlate and directly proportional to increase in ayo.
So prices of commodities, the play of demand and supply.
Sir,
it is a say, Sika Bibria. You want to buy a lot of things, and there'll be a lot of money chasing few goods. And therefore, the prices will rise. It is a run out of the 1 cedi. And now, we have to pay from 500 and 600 to 1,500. Definitely, or the Kuru and super to the pay. No, and your government. People get it wrong. So me call me to a body drew. A cocoa. Me to 20 cities. A drone now.
Hey,
me do cry and me say me kwa cocoa. Cocoa near chum into 4. And about 6 cities. Into cocoa no 4 no 24 cities. Just like a drone now. Then we government. And your government yeah, and you decide to say you take your advantage of the situation. It be see your Rollins power. A price control. And because people started increasing prices arbitrarily. And then there's no check or how. Because okay, you need to justify why you are increasing your price. Okay, places like other countries, even South Africa and other countries, you have to justify why you are increasing your. You can't increase your price arbitrarily. And there must be a way to check the way because there is another people who are more important, are also important, who are the citizens, and they must be protected from traders near a year almost seeking profit over what they should get. And also in my mature article also. So pa mesenya man waka. Ejinu Kwame. At the end of the day, to say they're not making. So me just annual way through governments, what they have done and what they have gone through. Me who say the government that actually have the people's at heart, the development of the people at heart, MPP. And any time a government be babian, most of the things that the other government did, a bit more hormone to us. And in normal baby, say na MPP for it is only Mahmudu Baumia. I also come home your me and obey me at Twasso. Nanado can send me. Also, in office no ordinary home. Anna Mahmudu Bai, no say. Mr. President, do you know that we have only 9 major district hospitals in the country? That is after the COVID. 9 penny a war. No, so you're sure. Let us make a research. We are researching. Now 111 in EB. And on the agenda 111 about and this has been going on for a long time. Why did it have to take this government to do it? Why did it have to take this government to do the free SHS for the children? Why did it have to take this government, the legacy of this government, to do NHIS, free maternity, free LEAP, and all those things? Why is it that the only thing that stands between MPP and NDC is that MPP has done a lot of social interventions to alleviate the hardship and the poverty levels of the human beings of this country? It's the human beings that form the country. It is not buildings. Why would you want to build anything when the people are dying? So Chroma say, and you use some a huge amount of money. I mean, high amount, and you did develop your airport, Terminal 2, just the air Terminal 2. You did develop it. I remember me called Bruchena me by me say, oh, the money fast to say, Bibi Akosuye. Any ambulance for hospitals, paramedics in Niho, in Roniho, Hospitals and so nurses in here. Uko hospital, it is so difficult to be doctor. But yet, former President John Mahama, or the Zikabe Koko see Terminal 3, which we didn't need at that time.
Really?
There were more pressing needs. Charlie, the protection and the health of Ghanaians, human beings, is more than anything else. And I know when they see it, when we're dying, it's dying. It is a human being who will have to build. They will invest in they will create equity. America, when you are flying into New York, what do you see? High rises and very nice development. Now, when you see those things, do you think it belongs to government? It belongs to the people. The people that they call themselves Americans. Because America decided at some point to invest more in the people, to give the people more power to develop their settings. And today, America is the most developed country in the world. Every country be a general in Nasubia, they have a policy. Even in England, they have a policy. From the Mami Yama so be the 21 Sunday of the system. I have said to fend for themselves. The party that has decided, say, whatever it does, it will move on to make sure that the people are somehow, to some extent, cushioned from the effect of livelihood. Now, my friend said that is the party I didn't cheer. The development will go on, and then it will make Ghana get into the first world.
I'm talking about social interventions. I mentioned here a while ago. Free SHS. The debate has gone on. And in our 6 o'clock bulletin, former President Mahama in Western Region, dominance to be precise, or making it clear, say, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh vindicated the NDC to be the engineers of free SHS, because Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, Minister of Education, in one of the campaigns in Mwaba Mania say NDC eja a car of 30 million Ghana cedis ye free SHS a car oba minister no be hu ye ento bisa say if say enye NDC na e sha ase a how come say Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh eba education ministry was so be hu say NDC ja free SHS a 30 million Ghana cedis. If even the amount is true, Krana. And then again, hospitals about KK. In the records of the NDC before they left office in 2016, almost to say Siama Omoka. Minimum I say Abaniba no baby a bit to say Legon. Hospital Musi or Legon campus way. Any others.
Media. Talk is cheap. We have lived through this system, and you say we will be near catching and will be actual any can be. We have lived through it. I lived through AFRC time. I lived through PNDC time. I lived through NDC first two government in the time, and I'm living through succession in America. I am talking from what I have seen, eyewitness, and the experience that I have got through in this sort of thing. Former President Mahama Kase, it is so interesting. It is recorded. So we offer 2 billion a year, orphanship. And so how does that turn round? Something be from no. But the evidence now on one case and so we be orphanship. You cannot turn it round. What do you mean turning the round for be on also offering the no build the capacity? No, so you know progressively. And I'm saying progressively, no. It's then will be timber instantly. Because Tio Nanado, since 2008, he was talking about free education. 2012, he said it. 2016 election, he said it. And yet be advised or any progressive. Or see, it is needed now because our children are becoming illiterate. They are resorting to crime. And the women, the young women, are resorting to prostitution. And the future of the country cannot be premised on this. And it is eminent. It is one of the most important. Now, one thing I'll tell you is if government wants to do something, it will find the money to do it. If government wants to do something, so now I'm saying, and I don't want to be free because Kabiano. Or have no cognac cannot be free education. Into Mahama, no known to be MPSCA. Obviously, his 4 years as a president, was darkness all over. The people lost their jobs, and a lot of things happened because there was no money. After in the former 4 years now, and 4 years now, will be the president. Yenya crude oil for the first time, which was an addition to our revenue, and yes, yenya gas. Then sikanify hini. Let nobody bamboozle you with talk, political talk. The evidence and the reality is on the ground.
All right.
We all live through it. So you can't tell us otherwise.
All right, so coming to the man, Dr. Alaj Mamadou Bawumia, who is your obvious choice. President Kufuor, in some days back, and also, I'm a home by simply, Midi is what a Alancha maintains also attacks in the Bemu and the Adiade. And commanded by the Dane because he was part of team ne creative problem no a dear man baby drew be brain a way what capture a one manifesto muso ba solution 1 2 3 4 5 say and no be ye free mono enti nipa na waka be more creative problem no nei ono e ka se yen sanso manemra no me ye free mu a if ubet me ye free mu a why create it at all? And you President Kufuor dear.
President Kufuor. On the casa.
But the American latter year and Kufuor response a by after the endorsement by President Kufuor.
President Kufuor. President Kufuor, former president. The constitution of this country. President na only relationship here with the party. So far as the constitution is concerned. Because the power of the presidency is vested in the human being, president. And also so finding it necessary on a point to be our money here. In natural fact, it means so a CEO of a company or taking decisions or running the affairs of the state. Or power, say, Papa, Kwame, Betraha Mami, if you say Mami. It means who's a ministers they are secretaries to the president. Because there's nothing like that in the constitution. And the president, the policy be a bit churning out to be a president policy. So president, who make a suggestion when a president so penia and juma because the button stops with him. Now President Kufuor now is experienced human being, and as was also a president or better he was very successful. He was very successful because baby are no free and the baby will be doing. Not Ghana Jirani now so pa. In fact, I will say Ghana will be the tiger, the economic tiger of Africa after when he was leaving. President Kufuor MPP ni fully. Or sounds a founding member of MPP. It is a normal after he had endorsed Bawumia. I found it a little bit difficult to take in. Did they want him to endorse Alan Chamatin?
Well, one endorsement, any endorsement in the program, but the content of the endorsement, to say, baby, I drew the junction now, you drew, looking at, we are say, any Ghana Bibia, you drew no. He is the best person I'll bet to me at the across. So content in one na.
Yes. And I mean, so that is where I sit right now. So I believe that he is the best person who can take this country to a different level that the country needs to go. The simple reason being that I have seen the other governments. I have seen the other governments, how they have moved. Even at John Mahama, President John Mahama. Oh, free power. And also I read Namana Manaka Dompe. There was nothing left. Is that what you leave for possible development of the country? The answer is big no. And and you say kasakeke. It is time tried and tested. And yet the arrival said, the President Kufuor I mean, they because we hear your man, MPP government way about Umia Vice President, who has been in the midst of it. He is the only one who is capable. And the tradition of the party in terms of the legacy shows that this party always does things to favor the individual. Now, let us talk about the economy now. So the first 4 years of Nanado's government was going very well. The second now, COVID by there was a shutdown of the economy. Shutdown means Kwame, senka mabetra, senka mitu metra how. Sibia sikaka krebi ni metua tax or so metua. Restaurant ameko no. Baby a nipa dis awoso omu trade ni na markets ni na closed down. Government taxes so far as these areas are concerned was shut down. And the government sika all peno e conform papa. Obeka just you have this be by say the Bebwa government. It was a drop in the mighty ocean. Let us say the truth and let everybody know. It was a drop concerning the electricity to mutuai. Aduani ade mankrofo, insu ade mankrofo, and no more ade mankrofo. You said the bear body and soul can be kept together. It was a drop. And after COVID now, we had to crank up the economy again. It was hard. Cranking up the economy again after COVID, it was not easy. It is if you want to talk about the ACCC without taking into consideration what happened before and how we got here now, then you are doing a disservice to the whole country. We need to acknowledge that baby you're doing. But during that period of time, the lights were on, the water was flowing, the petrol was flowing. But some time ago, without any crisis, any pandemic, or any issue, the lights were off. And to me, feel say, going forward, the best managers of the economy of this country are MPP4. Because even in this huge crisis that the economy was shut down, they were able to run this economy to that. But when they said they were going to do e-levy, it took them 6 months. And Sana, approval, pass a unit to a bill for it to come to effect. Within that period of time, so and you call because we are going to borrow and the country has spent so money after the COVID, until it was shutting down. Alaji Mamudu Baumia, doctor. Okay, baby. Also, Oman Kwanko gold for gold for oil near Oman Kasatom gold now. And there will be serious crises in the country. That is a manager. That is somebody who looks at a crisis and comes up with a solution. The other guy, because someone care about the human being, the development of human being, they allowed people's businesses to shut down. They allowed people's to sleep in darkness. Next school caller, street light and work. We don't want to go through that place again. I believe that if NDC is going to put itself for a year, they must actually reinvent themselves. That's our notion and mentalities. Let us create and share. Because now we want the nation to be built. We need competent people to run this country.
Now, Lola, Bakwa, where you na yadi yankomoi, abawi ye.
Cecia,
I
said, I may warm me up. Right, me warm up.
Then this week, the president, Nana Danko Kufuor, the farewell tone, or the Kopiemu Ashanti region, na Okopiemu, your sister station, oh Hello FM. Despite media, your station, oh Kumasi Hello FM. Now, one mampeni, Yakasana mampeni say, oh, Dr. Laj Mamadu Bahumia say, or you're ready to lead the nation to Ghana for money chance. Or Kasawi, a beer betri, just like Papa Kofo Kasawi, a home como betri. No. Now, other school of thought believe we say, Sankaya Yena, Dr. Large Mamadu Bawumia first timers our mobile pre presidential seat no and a computer and problem no esan say why vice president into competitively no you are ahead of them. But in the race now you walk once upon a time a president woman no experience wise no former president JDM no. Then Dr. Large Bawumia ebi label no say inexperienced woman because in Zambia wonu akeka ye abaya albatross essence no kom our arrest the dollar if the exchange if the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate will expose you. Oh, we won't go borrowing. So we are here no. Yet is so ye muru so na ya borrow. Then and some bebre and ankrofo aka say aban we asem ono aka ye no. As Rabba be directly opposite what he said. So the aban itself is not reliable, let alone obi a free mover as answer be continuity.
Me da say minia so obekaya Dr. President Kufuor elections no conducted no can send baby so bobe say but on oba no who the economy that was facing him or say mekayo and so say no mama hu different President Kufuor in his speech or say as at the point to be not dollar dollar equivalent to CD 10,000 CDs to $1. Or when aqua buy no aqua catch and say, oh, Bema, say dollar no, any CD no cram would do sin. One taking it easy. He made efforts to get people to advise him on that outside Bank of Ghana, and they all confirmed. No, yeah. Into a year, I'm saying my 96 pesos to $1. The status. Ofia Baimun, it was maintained. NDC for bar power, a call 4 cities, 4.75 or 4.8 cities. That shows you that the economy had deteriorated because the basis upon which they took the zeros off was because the economy had pitched up. It is our period the economy deteriorated, and it has not stopped deteriorating from that first 4 years to the second 4 years of NDC. The inheritance that these people inherited was an economy that was on its way of deterioration. And most of the things that Dr. Bawumia said was on hindsight, say, okay, if this is what it is, that this is what it's going to be. But them taking over the power, they recognized that it is not as they thought, because now they have the books. They have the state secrets. They have everything on their hands. And America Chiro say, 4 solid years of this country's life, we were in darkness. That created a lot of unemployment. That created busting a lot of businesses. And the COVID time, it's in of some papa kind, ought to be maintained because of what has happened. But even look, and San Omobabe enter into IMF, they wanted to raise revenue from each side. In year 11, they were kept in parliament for 6 months. 6 months. Would you Kwame? But more than a year expenditure of this country, public expenditure for even 1 day. Neshe. And the truth is the but when it comes to elections, people say things. I'm saying with authority of knowledge. Say, this country, it will not be any good. Even if it happens at NDC winning, I will still not change my mind. Because the end will justify the means. NDC has not changed. They have not changed the status. They didn't know. Have you seen new people? Have you seen new people from the people who started? They're the same people. And when did their minds change? They've been change your outlook. Dr. Bawumia stands for a change in the way we think. Operability. Other just almost started. I didn't know my friend do baby. Now somebody had to dedicate to do. Say, me lights go off. I can just be pressing buttons and my lights will come on. that gives the human being the opportunity to live better. And said, I said, because baby, I just said, the enhancement of living has developed very well in the hands of this government. Nobody can say anything about that. Even health. People can now go to hospitals and meet doctors and get them to give them treatments and stuff like that. But a progression. America is 250 years old. England is over 500 years old. It takes about share a chief for baby was obi opia or food japan on your piano too. But we share we said with my when one dream nipa home. And this is for no dream nipa home. But when right from the time they came into governance, they have been thinking about the welfare of the human being. So my bid is with them, and that is why President Kufuor bid is with them. And I believe that a lot of Ghanaians who are listening to this program, don't be fooled by the talks and stuff that are going on. Women are here, and the women are here, and the women are here, and the women are starting here. The sweetness of the pudding lies in the eating. The person who has the courage say, I deal with me against all odds. Me who be waha, but me who be waha baby. And the continuity of this government is in the interest of the country. And that is where the soul of the country is. And it should be propped up and commended so that they can continue to do those things. And
Yane lawyer Charles Usu Joanna, private legal practitioner. Husiam Ratim Rakam Rapa na Yane no bonkomo. And as we make an attempt to wrap up the one-on-one interview with lawyer we wadwen 0244 84488 0244 844488. Now, wait, finally, Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia. Ediana waka eyesronko. Echei omo omo pre. Endian so ena emani dikan e wa afofrodu mienu a ono omo ballot paper no so.
Ballot paper ye betu. Definitely. Sa nipa mienu no. Former President John Dramani Mahama and the Vice President Alhaji Bawumia. Omumu baako ne be win elections ya ye betu.
Sure.
Omo amoka hu ni nyina de I say omo ba be ja omo kwan. The question is, even if you say so obey, na say there's a likelihood say we nyap 2 million na de be na. What's am na wo kan wa. My Dr. Alhaji Bawumia asem o kan. So we projects developments or diaba. Bibi say sa drone sa Kipling as a debe. Eko hinterland so. Eko baby a car cranko. Eso obi yare wa ha. Ye hia de we na eko. Ala say eko Kumasi. I mean go for because akwa bi kaze mi kire me. I was so surprised. Osi na yire yare na dro bi so moto dro bi na dro no hospital ni bi. Na hospital ni one of the suburbs in the world so Ashanti region we mo baby. ATSC within 5 hours oba na nya dro na obewu. Almost say drone 1,500 almost only 1,500. And the doctors okay me ring it sa Kipling sa drone a phone. No so drone be wa hantom de beba. 1,500 adeni koko do in time o me the war ma me no. 293 cities and no charge here. And the man here well. Now why not this argument? But even though the president had to accept it as a policy, adopt it as his policy, why not they buy? He is forward thinking. Or Jini said the Bay economy need be transforming for the betterment of the Obiso Hodia also 24-hour economy. Kwame, so maybe we educated by me face out here, say maybe more than maybe I'm a baby dream because I can't relate it to where we are right now. I cannot relate it. Or saying Kukon Kete and in your man or the Bema. Either it is one way here or Pano Komom Kukon Kete no my no. I don't understand. At the national level, the country wants to transport itself to a certain level to the benefit of its people. This is your policy. Enhancement of free SHS, enhancement of education in this country, enhancement of the economy in different aspects is what Dr. Mamudu Bawumia is saying. What is the other people saying? They are always complaining about things that either they are claiming, say, rather than coming up with a comprehensive program. I lead the Ghana. If Ghana, there's a problem. How are you going to solve the problem? The problem that we have, if there is a problem, your campaign must be to solve the problem, not to talk about the problem that exists. It means you don't have a solution. And now you can say experience. Experience is backed by ability and success. I don't see former President John Mahama's time as a successful one. Until you made my account to him, say, a failure. And how can the failure compete with somebody who was in a success story? Immediately, who said the future is not with John Mahama, the future is with Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia, because he's so enlightened. Not to say President John Mahama is not enlightened. He's so enlightened, and he has the meat in his bones to develop this a country to where it's supposed to be. So Bekaya, Nkrumah time. Na Kwame Niawo. Kakra. Nkrumah.
Dabi.
Tu kwa na ko baby a. Kwame. Ye who so ye Ghana nia, they give you maximum respect. I didn't. The education was good. And things were working well. Why in the best Samemi school because from 5 finishes 4. Very good. Me dem certificate too, baby. I'm certificate. Ya mami unconditional. Ya mami unconditional. Ya mami conditional. Uti. Ain't you know? Why in the best educational system now? Bogus till any. Kwame was bogus. Bogus. And Jerry John Rawlings. Our party BEMU. The legacy of the party called NDC has not been to the benefit of this country. And for government institution enterprises are government yeah. And then you diversity and you change in a man for say you who be an go for no sent ya. And go for no entry. And on my fa says as a carried be a baby. And so one canary says yes a friend carried. And why dia TV3 on my sassino. And why dia a royal temple as a there ahimfie asase no Ghana Steelworks why there what did they pay to the state Alan Martin honorable Alan Martin okay baby and I picked it up or see Kufuor government buy he created 219 companies enterprises. They created 219 enterprises almost about back on Nanadu governance. It had all been sold out to the same people. Boom and bust. Boom and bust. Intimania. I am resolute in my position in the interest of the country. So MPP, they have a track record to rely on.
Lawyer. You know what I did no break.
Listen, me warm me up now.
You been KGB. When the KGB said next week in so. Last week the final lap.
So from there, member.
Mate.
Me da se sunya mi shira.
Amen.
Ejuma pa mo ye wa ha. Mo mi ye me da se.
Yo.
Na se enfre.
All right, so. All right. Observe for time check. 25 minutes into 3. Peace 104.3 FM Sunina. At decision time. My messages are Abba 0244-84488. I say good afternoon. Please tell the lawyer to stop saying free SHS because your children get school When your children get school, you pay 3,800 before your children go to school. So tell him to stop saying free. Obriya boy, and a day the American ye a buy. Then Kwakubu the patriotic voice, Bechem. My regards, Honorable Dr. Setre, Yabua Benjamin. Asro, we are not turning back. So if you want Ghana to develop, let's support Muhammad Baumia and the NPP government. Oh, no. NDC cannot help Ghana. Let us say bye-bye to doom so. Vote number 1. And this one says, it's the progressive free SHS that they could not even pay for what they promised. That was what Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe was talking about. Yeah, was Safudi Friko for greetings, great radio presenter. We are protecting our free SHS, not resetting. Vote #1DMB. An NPP parliamentary candidate. Greetings to Honorable Hayford Siao. Ghana Library Authority CEO no. Bossy Obama the free in Sawum Jankrum West, yeah. Then I'm from Ankuma Foster of Fancy Yiribi, Achimansa inside Achim BN. The fact is totally clear that most Ghanaians have seen massive development done by the NPP government from every sector by sector. Ghana is working again from NPP government. Amwani Fita as a man case. Good afternoon, Mr. Host. I'm enjoying your discussion. God bless you, but the best person to lead this country is Baumia, no size. Please avoid an unserious parliament. Let's vote for Cheddar. Solidify Techumai. And then Baumia is pragmatist economically. And we seek the director of the people of this country, bro. And then good afternoon, and Ghanaians. The way, bro, no, it's you I can see some grammatical some assault here. Then good afternoon to you and your listeners. This is Andrew from Ashaman. 24-hour economy will not have any impact on Ghanaians. And okay, not you alone talk again. Kwame Nkrumah. Hey, message with you. Please tell that man that he should stop the baseless talk over there. The National Cathedral did this government. The National Cathedral did this government finish it. NPP has nothing for us. Clenham. Good afternoon. God has blessed this country with 3 days on election day. Hey, Fridays for Muslims. Saturday, hey, Masa Jaja. The Electoral Commission can be no one. All right, so for Nomi and Sabap 3:30 live on Decision Time on Peace 104.3 FM. Still, we're doing one somewhere. Ya baba komoi ene de ne lawyer Charles Wusu Juana akasa that they wait to be there for 0244 8444 88 0244 8444 88. All right. Tebusaya Daniel Wabanase Koba Yen Chekra na ya din komono ahyehyɛ so. In the studios already. Eyo Wusu Bana, a member of the NDC's communication team. Ousa Babeka yen sadada. Ya hwe kwanse Zabeka Ellen ama deku. Na ya din komana ahyehyɛ so badon ma ye ya jin kratraba. Ya ba pe obi kan na ehyi.
Amin Scientific Hospital. Won fidie nwaso dia woda so a fidie ne kire oyade na no asan so sa oyade.
Amin expert okwankro yare ho wonra no enam na wa doctor for ne nurse for so owotema.
Amin Scientific at the herbal homeopathy naturopathy and reflexology nyina esa yade.
Sa wona wo pe ana yare ne te same pa nyame adumunti yare expert Amen Scientific ebeboa ma inshallah wo ho atɔ. Na wo nso adi adanse sɛ de Ghana fo ne abrochirefo bi di adanse no.
Accra, Amen Scientific ewo dome, Oben Snake Flats, and Alashibi nso ewo Klagon, Eben Shaman Road, Underbridge Ope.
Ɔwɔ nkrabata pii. Frɛ na ɔnkyerɛ deɛ bɛn wo 0245 275254 ana 020 722-9505. Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital.
Allow Shafi, Nyamene Yaresafo.
Said you bet me a check in a farmer APC in Sunti, and why yen sakuma.
Uti paiwa.
Fakina farmer akuma APC.
Kake hawa.
Akuma APC.
Sisiarie, waposunu no mpemu na ya oya. Fever anahona ya.
Emubia kina farmer akuma APC ebeye firi ho. Nemum na nuachi na enkoi dia kuhu doctor kina farmer akuma APC eyema obia ya wadi emfiedunsia 16 years dekro.
Happy delightful June. Swachilala, swachilala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even them cool. What a we a bread and fifi. The most free man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be happy to relax anyway. So I know when you're. Let's say what a chamado. Happy delightful juice. Off and a baby I bring you all day long. And fruit juice. I'm happy delighted. Different flavors, different size. You know, 1 liter from 150 and 250 ml.
Ebenye bu healthy life shows on your supermarket.
Happy delightful juice, loaded with taste.
Said you bet me a check in a farmer APC in Sunti, and why yen sakuma.
Uti paiwa.
Fakina farmer akuma APC.
Kake hawa.
Akuma APC.
Sisiarie, waposunu no mpemu na ya oya. Fever anahona ya.
Emubia kina farmer akuma APC ebeye firi ho. Nemum na nuachi na enkoi dia kuhu doctor kina farmer akuma APC eyema obia ya wadi emfiedunsia 16 years dekro.
Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital Bena Black History and War America, China, Africa ne Ghana mpenifo abona baso se. Osaya mo manfo ti apopa.
Eye Amen Scientific Hospital. Ayaresabia, owo mfidie nwasuo. Dia woda so a mfidie ne kire oyade na no asan so sa oyade.
Amen, eye expert okwankro yare ho. Wonra no enam. Na wa doctor for ne nurse for so. Owotima.
Amen Scientific at the herbal, homeopathy, naturopathy, and reflexology nyina. Esayade.
Sa wona wo pe. Ana yare ne te same pa. Nyame adumunti. Yare expert. Amen Scientific ebeboa ma inshallah wo ho atɔ. Na wo nso adi adanse sɛ de Ghana fo ne abrochirefo bi di adanse no.
Accra, Amen Scientific ewo dome, Oben Snake Flats, and Alashibi nso ewo Klagon, Eben Shaman Road, Underbridge Ope.
54 ana 020 9505. Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital.
Allow Shafi, Nyamene Yaresafo.
Happy delightful June. Swachilala, swachilala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even them cool. What a we a bread and fifi. The most free man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be happy to relax anyway. So I know when you're. Let's say what a chamado. Happy delightful juice. Off and a baby I bring you all day long. And fruit juice. I'm happy delighted. One different flavors, different size. You know, 1 liter from 150 and 250 ml.
Ebenye bu healthy life shows on your supermarket.
Happy delightful juice, loaded with taste.
All right, Abuja, for 35 minutes after 3. Peace 104.3 FM. Decision time. Philip Abel said no 5 bebo. We've congregated in the studio to do Ghana's business, especially election 2024. In the studio, you're Usubana, a member of the communication team, National Democratic Congress, the biggest and the largest opposition party in Ghana, aspiring and desiring to once again return to occupy the big seat in government. Also, me Muhammad Akwaba.
No, me so.
Baby Aboko dear.
I will not find it.
I know what your microphone have been Kakrama.
No, find it. Okay, I Kakutuku.
Kotoko Munyo.
Kuni Munya crowd on Satumanas, I say.
You
See from Bibia and Cosso, and see Bibia so. Or him say, and name am wedding. My Sawon car buying one, I buying cry just away Busiani. Family and friends. And son on Sabaka be. And say, be no more, I'm no bar, power near the Nano. Baby, no, as soon as they done an EBI swing. Name am Cosso. Name am wedding. Nippon to me, deep in Pransada Clock. And net electricity bill. So bill a dime canny a day in a yepin so. BBI say, a buying money homewarding. A buying a more man for the Donwa call a chim. Send me a share World Bank report to our case about 6 million people are below the poverty line. That's how I buy say. It is a Ubisa say, a Hunamo to say India. And you ever say, when you go upon the only year, name my buying. Ye dear to me share and that's all my family asset Munko ye no, dear Mamma.
Bakubia, okay, yeah, a Kakabia say, I tag a moon, I'm the bomb. When the NDC was in government, Abanya this way kind, then in opposition, so Ura, former President JD, and my year Abano, and our Mambuno family and friends. Now NDC in opposition. I did the same tag now from MPP in power, they say, oh, your family and friends.
Hey, Kwame. Now, one has a question you'll be so winning my salad.
As I
know him. What can we use? Maybe I could not kind of react original Joe. I shall white or chef flyers.
Now I chim down Lorry Station.
About the Joe here.
Hey,
or chef like any able.
And then you more than one pool.
So say, Baumia, the such a mafia for the neighbor.
Oh, sir,
oh, my Japadia book, and I could for the third term about me. I could for the third term about me.
And into the most general now, because a vote for Baumia, Nanado, the shadow continuity.
Third term, no, oh, share my Japadia book, no much roy and one. There, say, and if he achimo a bequa Asantino, almost on bypass Asantino. Because the Baba commons are a cocoa for a side, no, and they are lunch and manchinum. Into a BBI within our powers to bypass that near the Amabomia, but only route to a party. Sending Professor from Pomboache was only emotional attachment to the party. It was no way, Uluzua and Fanaho, and Owinia and Fanaho, because on yet Danko Buzia Domoni. So that's it. Or your whole near Cofare by say, O media dear, and go dear we are and can have quantity say, or need your Cofane by an in a ever call me Jim. Now the Cofire banner said, Dabby. But the papa basis was answer, mean share me, she say, any day, in ye. Send a year tongue, Anna, Amaya, with the state capture. Baumiana, Baby day, ever twas, and do her MPP more. Or quiet fast where Chichi lunch and maintain no more Mujai Pachino. Wow, Pesca, discover mount. Wow, appointment at the Bemont. Wow, we need to know your bro. Intimidation. Only two will be anyone off. Say so to about secret ballot as a factory, one function nearby. All in a bid to make sure Baumia becomes the flag bearer. I could for I don't know, mafia dear of Anaqua. Or position in our share and Crawford fast while you or my DF passing in Quabrand Japan near Fokunum. Ye a share, hide your fat in much or car near the boa boom, then you know your Kufu orchestration. Nisubayan, how that's how you operate. You understand? It you know, then ye moving on one said about me about a flag bearer. I mean, a lunch and maintain a few patchinum near there. That's how the man of Kufu is. So that's it. It's in your baby papa biana about me and the other day, a day back. Na me tia na me tia lawyer usu ka say NHIS na kufu the free matena near there ohini NHIS no malaria kra encover
Oh, NHIS here, dialysis in
You see malaria crying cover dialysis no more can you vote buying. You have to abandon we December 7th for now.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, malaria. Monday. Sifa Fisher frame nanka was me ba programming. Na me ba admission or hospital. Me say malaria.
No one to say.
Oh, we dey nyame adom me. Me ho ye.
NHIS I hear no man no.
Kwame, me say malaria adro. I supposed to treat the shakarato. And when the temperature bad down, you have to buy. You saying? You have to buy it. You understand? Eti bibia nkoso agu. Eti either now where dialysis treatment or NHIS. They can't do it. It's just for election gimmick. Or we knew we are some. Senior year to about 2020 was wafa napco. Iniba 100,000. Wa mo juma. Ye to abani we ya Kwame napko no ya guno amusika kamu besi na omo atwe yentua. You understand? Ye beto aba police for ho ani send this ka go on phone so ye see increase on salary. Ye to abani we ye fine ya nya dey ye tua biom. Wow, share lockdown by ye see am free electricity, free water. Ye to abani we dey na see ye. Information minister then, Kojo upon Kromabeka said we have to pay it back. And yet for free. Yeah, me to ya. Come in, ya san kofa meter. Aba say Dr. Baumia contract. New meter. Yes, she will fear bia.
But kuna is a calculator no.
Aye.
Ajo bobo no be.
Who the credit goes with Janet say what piano tiko. There ya was some say. Who honey be change meter no who credit your old meter and so that who be say so ye nya ye computation na e be good new one so kwa me say omoboa omo fa credit nyina
company na ba umia dia
oh ba umia gig
oh sir
gig na ye dan na ye si procurement ya to meters be ye change omo kro omo gi meter this year ye change omo meters amo na so meters nke ye say na life a year say 5 years or 10 years before be say there will be a YGB this year, and yes, as a sending in a man. My brother Bako, a cromfo 2 meter. I will probably mine. And you are bringing meter for fraud. Yes, sorry, as I cause son. Kwame, one who say electricity for the statement by so I won't be upgrade or say update new meter normally buy. It's the enter credit for 1 month. Want it?
Mate.
What's here? Unim the only scanner, but we are campaign.
Oh.
Bamia can beska.
Oh, we better just as we had because certain government pa.
Amunya sika. So when we say half energetic electricity bill mine. Eba ECG. Ye jejia no omo ati omo service charges ni ane do omo pem dia dey. Akoma electricity. Na say half ten yes bamia edia.
Oh dey okay say yes say.
Ai ye cheche.
Enti
now what the bit abebo. How can you say we update it? You mean talk credit for 1 month?
And I see the alleged.
It is alleged.
Yes,
substantiated. You need that form. You soon that form. Baby, you call your chin some. Then can you see can no panka? I meet a club in San Cranca. Yet your man nipa be procurement. Send your man a kufu ado dene ma. Ambulance contract. Ambulance.
Spare parts
contract. Huh?
Spare parts again.
Apart from the money sans supply cars, you know.
Hey, sir.
Spare parts in your second phase. So I'm supply cars, no. Any of this spare parts inside there. Emma county, you can't in Abuma. $118 million. Contract the Makufuado Mama and Kwa. Then you one send that. Almost see a restaurant $6 million in some num. I'll call on ma. Kwame. Yes, you breakfast and Kwa. So offer where you can with the annual boss or another 4,000. See this.
Also,
yeah.
3:45. We are live on Peace 104.3 FM. The session time. Emra yeguso ayetwe unia ba so baba beka yen say.
Oh ma okowenchi o.
Oje
Ellen. Oh wenchi. Say o campaign enko ye nti ya so na o. Okowenchi. Enko ye kura.
All right. Minimum ada ye ne lawyer Charles Owusu Juana ayetwe ko minimum se bia.
Na ka so man tramu ha. Na me be challenge say won be kan wa fa ne ho adi. Wa be fa ne ho adi. Wa be yi na num ko obi an challenge.
Oh, but say me bisa questions.
Oh, who you what from there? Now some no can because of say we be anyhow or challenging it. What can it try? So that's it. What can it try? President Kufuor and someone our better how kind idea nyina. President Kufuor record na Kufuor campaign or the bar power. Na Kufuor by idea no why.
Oh, say no kra wakobie a bridge so a friend say Owabe. Wasan so enra kra den making Owabe dam no. Also my bridge enro commission na for district hospitals and so enra.
Edanto no akọ commission. He bed back currency.
Oh.
Say your castle commission hospital it should be operationalized. Tie wie ya na nipa omo ya dwuma. Nya so ko commission edan wuto. So that's it. Na ye wia afa ni ye be pesika kokra ho ne ma ne ade. Say wa hu. Na no Bank of Ghana e opin omo dan ya no meboa.
The original.
You say up to 6 floor per na.
O mawie.
Dia kan yin ha ye wie. So hu say ye be to aba en Akufo-Addo ho pre ne say opeso onye bibi ma Ghana fo nka say wa ye adwuma. And then ya flyover Joma Makati so 2016 year okoye wo East Legon we. And also ye wie.
Flower pot order.
So no say na ya draw no ne baja nkroma ne ya yes ade no graffiti. Yeah, the man contract ya millions of dollars. Draw flyover na say no. Near the amano. The man contract onye. Project ye wie ye. Odimika akwakoye dey akobie. Now no education minister go esi wo say obie 80 project ano osidamo no so obie project 80 ano ene aye a screen ene aye pictures ya begu so no so obie hwe deception NDC publish a green book in 2016 no mo say ye Photoshop but now call grounds and ene ma wo e-blocks ubehu University of Ghana Medical Center ubehu Ridge Hospital
no mo ka say Eastern Corridor Road na ma capture se mo ye no o mo ko fa some food room ko
Kwame Eastern Corridor Road in phases. So that's it. Ewa. It is a fear Kumasi no. Accra Kumasi Highway. It's why you do baby. So that's it. Now I capture ewo book no. So that's it. From Hohoi Peve Eko no mani ade kosi jase kan no mani ade nkwanta no mani ade. Na ye kwan no. Ni nyina Eastern Corridor. This all confirm baby ni anya ya no akotwa wa ba se menam so ye wie ya. That is not it. The ya wie no was captured. Kilometer do ko ya wie no was captured. You understand? Be Akufo-Addo die bosia titiri dia Akufo-Addo e ba ye wa boa to the extent say ene ye ntimi nko adwama so nko bo besia biam ya lock ye down say ya bo besia no dodo e bo besia ye didi wa eche ni kenke party ene ye mfa nyemputu dwuma e de si hu e den e be bre na e de atua ye ka no eti Akufo-Addo akobo besia no abedi amudi e twa omanum adi party kenke party ni wache etimi ye ni tangible project bi aye de bosia na ya e de emfaso de ebre oman no ye timetua ene ye timintua ye ka eti bosia ya bo no ye se ye restructuring 2035 ansan ye be ye nro ano Fish Solutions di ba kwaba say every next year 2025 up to 2026 no Ghana yam bosia ya bo no ye debt no interest no is due anya bosia ni mu principal no nya no na mom interest no ye ba be enti hu no ye ba betua 2025 2026 na anya sikasem ho be ye diama o man Ghana anya worker salary kura be ye den
oh say ye discuss wo
and so come there Kwame we ni ade ese o man for no hwe e de to abayi aban we fio because on a creative problem we nyina no be a creative problem no cannot solve the problem. So we change abaya, the market react. You understand? And they say ye NPP are buying efiswa. Ube how the market will react. Bronye ebeye dekeke. Ye be wi akoko. Omanfo be gi omani say a second independent. And they udi ade kosi wa ye nto. Da bia ye to ade mu. Esan say ban boni wo so. Wasisa taxes ahen baako 49. And egu ye so. Itene uko yika se kwa me na uton cars
oh da
se utimi yika ni biam se Toyota Vitz ayede ye Uber aduru 100,000 cedis Toyota Vitz yes Freeman Jerry na bisa
car kitikiti
because of duty aduru 100,000 cedis
31 billion
ne 1 billion that and net Land Cruiser ene Toyota Vit
ono vet no
ya ne kura ni sia ne bo ha ne ba ne abetu aba ha nifa tu benkum esan se kwame sika a wo de be kraka no dollar no uhia 17 cedis ansa na waye dai wonya $1 ejeba na wasan kotua duty ai no so de dollar ene kwa koyi tiniema ne beduru ha na ne bo waye de den nipa ntimi nya dai ento ene car assembling plants you buy say people are not buying the cars because who produces a car no VW Chrome ha price abeton no ordinary Ghanaian cannot buy it so yes a buying the clock of and buy the government agencies they are not buying the cars from them we are in a rare problem one alaji baumia instead of trans na obehwe sa na ma we nyina toto economy ni yie no onam na wo sa sisifia owo sisifia ni bi owo sisifia ni bi na oboni chinko sa wo platform wa bread do buy say economy ntini e de waba kwame ye kofa otua do buy e de ntini e de buy basketball ala
dabi
etia football sa pepe so me ye football ho adwuma sana kufu ado de ba umie ba MPP ka so mo play including president kufu no o se me pa wache wo munum se me de mini sika ho antotoye na branch obetimi aboa me amia ye sika sem no ho ntotoye ne ba umia esan se John Mama ni atamo sa masidi na ye den hata etobi oba be boa me amia ye sika sem ntotoye no ene ba umia na ene ye de wa ba se be ye sika sem ntotoye na wo buy na be fa CD na ye 3 CD 80 pesos ne adu 17 CD 20 pesos na wo pese ye boy ensem ma so wa ya de ye ko kan wo say you are not in charge of the economy hey the engineer do buy na am for economy na ma wa just resign what now 8 years and then na be ka say you are not in charge of the economy wa bra we head of the economic management team in fact senior minister osafo mafo bo wa ba so say wisdom there yammo wa baso Ghana for na wase sanse wa bo economic management team ni pa na se ne ene man ko yie bia wo sanya wa yo sorry me ye digitalization my drones my ai school feeding kura na se wo de ai gobe gari and beans wo de be ye digitalization ene duane a asai ye di feedi ai school for
but regardless of your attempt to discredit Baumiano. Bijidi is what the president called for endorsement. Ozi bebia globally, ye drew eli bebia Ghana ye drew no. Or him among the 13 na president no. Baumiano had the best. I will bet to me ye free. Bebia ye drew o sikase mo hunyi ane ahunchire mu. Now defending say yeah. Vice President there or no President Kofo why President Nibida Vice there obe suggest obe propose but akwa say ye nanya minkitam there say man propose it but God disposes and don't mean ya chinchina President say ni say dia make yenye so ntia ntumi fa baby aye duru no kwadu no kese ntumi mono no mo gidi say obetumi aye free.
Oh, President Kufo. Asamo, one can years. Hey, Tamna, Asamoja, and Bebo, Legon citizen. Oh, Tumricana fans and say, hey, old cargo, didn't Tumrica. And then who listens to President Kufo? Do you know why Kamala Harris will lose the American election? Because of President Obama. Obama taking the campaign it is any on running election no. Americans say no, you are not the one running the election. Leave the woman. President Kufo who is and never see what my especially 2020 election ye call ya bo nipa and what you to come na President Kufo no kroma as a former president statesman which mean the ekan he himself neba Chief Kufo chairman tia jako nyame fa ne kransie enya ne ba bi ko ye wo awayawa so we so go one is President Kufo ba ne kopre bi deɛ ne yɛyɛ no yɛ broskoto ne to baabi na nka obi a ne papa tradition mu ɔna bɛgye power ma NPP na nka ɔsɛ ɔyɛ dɛn ɔkɔ parliamentary election ka yɛnyɛ dɛ yɛn sɔbɔto no yɛde ne to NPP doesn't regard President Kufuor yɛde ne to baabi this a man a ɔfi hɔ no akɔ John Mahama inauguration kra NPP for kɔ blocking is ɔmo ma ne nkɔ deɛ no tumi yɛyɛ nneɛma bebree asisi wɔ kwa ɛnɛ President Kufuor ne nsɛsofoɔ pensioners including former chief justice ɛkɔ bɔ dɔmpem ɛwɔ finance ministry say yɛmo atɔ bond a aban tuo ɔmo ka yɛasan mo ɔmo kruwa ayi haircut ɛdeɛ na President Kufuor akafa ho ɔn deɛ ɔte hɔ yɛ aban so gu na no nti deɛ ne mfɛfoɔfoɔ kɔ mu pensioners kɔ mu a yɛagye ɔmo sika no ebi pɛ sika tɔ diabetes drug pressure ebi pɛ sika yɛ dialysis koraa ne adeɛ yɛnya kwame me say me call program ɛwɔ station baako sister station obi de ne medical report ba ho na wɔtwa scan MRI bi a yɛsɛ ɔnkɔyɛ surgery ohia 80,000 cedis his own money lock up about 2 million cedis ohia mu 80,000 akɔyɛ surgery yamfa ama no
wenya
ene Dr. Michael Jekumado kama wanya ne ba bi ko di asɛm na ɔbɛka yɛ ansa na wɔwu ɔsi wa yɛ adwuma 30-40 years life savings obi anu sɛ kama wa bɔbra sika a ɔde asie ene ne bills kura na ɔntimi ntua aban de ne nsa yɛ dan ato ne sika to papa yi de awerɛhoɔ de ene akɔbuo President Kufuor nka ho asɛm the economy aya ene interest rate ukɔbɔ besia between 35 to 40% because of policy rate at 29%. And then inflation it drawing 54.1%. President Kufuor kan ho asɛm. Madika ka cedi dollar ho asɛm. Bank of Ghana etwa sika ma aban editua salaries nkanya de anka aban benya sika ayi den etua salaries. 78 billion cedis were writing off kwa. The minimum economics ne say ukotua budget deficit debt ya o last resort so ye bibia na nye yoko besia bo ukoji revenue ni ade nyina taxes u raise taxes ni anye yia o last resort ne say obe print sika to pay deficit eno na aban we eni ngu ase aban so obe share central bank say go and print money for me to pay salaries. The economic policy na why President Kufuor anka ho asem ba omia na da no on na tutu yesi kasam ni economy ni ade ni nyina policies ya aban ye na papa na tia lawyer usu kan gold for oil impact by na dia bre gold for oil yi ena Alisa Mateus aye Al Jazeera ko ye interview say many o mampanyi Kufuor every month bi o ma me shape gold $40 million if you my mu ma no Amampanyi Kufuor a lawyer chiro koma Al Jazeera so my attract they will sue them bisi ene court some na enkoye just asem na yampa but me also kofa gold for oil buyer $40 million every month bia look at obi na be actually $40 million obia enomly show mkoto komo kroma it's for their personal interest it's not the interest of the country me as gold for oil beba be reduce fuel and the fuel on turn over 70 cedi per gallon kwame okay ulazisi ya odami wudi kosi wodi a wudi idea wudi idea
aya no bia na obi tim na obe ma domi wa wanka se bia wonti
nyami ashira o na shiyo kwame
wo bia nka ebe ya me debate ni bi
wudi kosi wo sa na ebugu mo de se mo yi mo ni na mo bo mo phone kura ni e fele mamo yen ye to 1 gallon yi and who price no in 2016 now you're 14 cedi per gallon and then 1 liter is 15 cedis and over so car na ye jin wagon no bi kura na ukokoto total excellium no ne vin power no bi de ani bo you understand eti eniema e koso no na wose President Kufuor kan na o ma hu say campaign no enye dey enkoyie wasantima mu hwa they are struggling to even get 60% of the vote because of apathy war. So Yemfa President Kufuor can be in inside Ashanti against the rest of Ghana and money. The people of Ashanti say Yadada Yache Kufuor the hand that fed you are biting the same hand. Projects you started you couldn't complete. Abain Oba you are too ambitious to do everything. Who say agenda 111 Kwame? Agenda 111 what to say we back okra.
O so ma commission bi wa na.
O commission dey. The commission agenda 111. So no mo say, oh yeah for 1 year. Obe wie 111 for 1 year. Yes start here in 2020 mbo. And then 2024. Back okra ku for antiman wie no okwe.
Oh sir.
Then ko yeah no tackle 10. Say me district hospital 10 no wie ye to no nsafi hu. Operationalize ya. And Kagana for the bomb in some man say why baby. Now don't sack or tackle in a good room. Omo your two escaramon, Omadi. You don't even have dedicated source of funding to complete them. So it's your buying dear. Near why your mind you hear research. Here John Mama. A research, you know. Say and near my kufu out the buyer, bossia wa bo. And they IMF for catcher say your debt to GDP no. Enu say afi be ko na we 2024 no. Na ye between 85 to 90%. E kwa me, o man sika sem nyina. Ha? Say ye jijia, o man sika sem nyina ye jijia. Emu 85 to 90% ye de betu yaka. Na kwa me e ka 10% ya de na betu mi dia ye. This year san ko bobisi. Si abanya probosia sa aye probosia na kufu adu na busuafo enya ho faso ejida bia ye nko bobesia ye beda be sorry you say 2.25 ai tempo ai template use and one bond ne kanofori ata koje ye beda be sorry 3 billion ai loan international capital market ya koje ye koje a na kanofori ata ne company ne charge dubo an companies as transaction advisor no mo je commission omo san ho final ministry ho no mu companies eje etida bia ya nko bobesia ya bobesia menne edu 767 billion Ghana cedis bosia nko a e be de na etua eti fechi ka kire say next year na embrace ya ho because we are going to have liquidity crisis so utua esi ho na say the only be tua salaries kra be ye dia na e ko ya na ye bae enti omani here research say yemfa John Mahama emra no may research na market no react here also obey the first 100 days in economic dialogue bia baby abeche na dwen kwan ya yemfa so ayen tutu oman na sikasem yen dey oman no emfa ne ntoma pa yen dey efra
Abusha for no nya ba pa nsima mi 3 minutes after 4 Peace 104.3 FM suni so what me kadia then you are live with us in the studio your decision time ye ne owusuba na hene NDC amanyoko no communication team member na ye bon komai messages abba I say tell the NDC man to tell Ghanaians what they are going to do for Ghana. The alternative is empty. Now no for seeing from Suhum. Kwa Kuba na hene. We thank God that Dr. Baumia is dancing, but he's not insulting pastors, imams, traditionalists, and Ghanaian leaders like JDM. Oh, Stephen Samum. My name is Brain Baku. Why is the NDC man telling lies to us? Kwame Amo, unlike or see you are admitting unsubstantiated allegations. Why is you add sugar to them? We are not new to political discussions on radio. You have shown your political leaning. That's your thought. Me was me bisa questions. And in case you don't know her, now we were supposed to have Ellen Ama Deku. Afena Ellen Naba. Maybe the answer questions ni na me bisa. There's no leaning. Why? There's no leaning. That's your observation. Obin to me no one to Antifanasa, why? The way our office is leaning, Obin to otherwise. Certainly we can't satisfy everybody. Anyway. Ellen.
Bra.
Akwaba.
Yeah, we are moving fine, Cherry.
Yes, okay,
I'm in fact, we do how much.
And Ozumwa.
Say me about. Campaign at so on a party in his head.
I will wait you. I went to Crown or a Kojo from Pong. Kojo from Pong.
I won't know. I bet you'll be seat caretaker. Nanka when she didn't this year. I'm back for cry too. I was sister boys in the Chino Mubokoloma, she was and went to Aba. Go to a large say do for no to the position.
All right, as I'm one of you.
So what Uchiani we are saying, I may become my use. So back when now my in Namini and
do not proper commatch. I don't know, BT or say. Mimi to say your goom na me dey sit good okay minimum dey waka me so
Ben some waka ntia since aka 10 days nti atu ne atase anyway ma menchia mu nyina menchia tiefo nyina na memfa nchia free Bunu region eno Bunu East region emre Ghana fo nyina adwuma na yede ma ye no nyame aye yadoma ka 10 days na ye wie nti ye da Ghana fo nyina ase sani na obeka obo wanchi asem so de ne na mede bebo no Alhaji Seidu caretaker MP ni atu no yidie aka 10 days na ekonya na ye de ma no se onhwe no na ode ya ade amaye nti Alhaji mecha no so emi ni abema ba Alhaji ni aye die emi so benya agya mu amakwadwo sit ni nya ode a obeye take caretaker nti ni adru die na I'm hoping Salah.
Oji free prof in same one.
Oji free prof in same. So na prof wa 4 terms, 20 years. And see, wanya hwe Jambafo. Jambafo. E ma ye meka ne Jambafo ye. Na eno de see he's not the one on the kwadwo na ye to aba man. Prof asem de beka ne later. Ye prof na ye call for MP. Alhaji say do 4 years na oba ye o mekire ne oye ni watimi aye. Enu hu ne hia. Onya hwinti ne so ye caretaker ne ye prof ye ne wanchi fosi o so mu kakra na MPP for ye sort out your issues nyame aya adom ya sort out awie enti ye age ya ade maka wanchi asem no so na ye age time so Alex so ma menchia no time so ye age ye rasi edu nketia wo fa afidie seat no wa ukrum constituency ye age ye wi abanda Ahmed ho on minority de people Ahmed deputy onu so afi Jordan Kwabeji onipa utimi biti no 46 votes there na afi wetimi ahihye ne niema yi a ye Ahmed so akwa almost 4 times ntini aye banda force o mabre nti eye ye raju emra emeto aso wotra nkran ha na oye dede so binti menji amina mi free ho ba na me chiro adwuma ye yeti minia no mema na e wo ho ne NDC fo ni nyina afidie enye German of Ibrahim kro no so yetu ni sepanche ai timi ye ho minia mema na NDC fo no itu mu nyina meyo mu nyina city ni nye enye omo dia city bia enye NDC fo dia last year asemba yen ho nti omutimi nya a chance na fi nyame aye yadom ya sort your problems ye de ma mu se caretakers ti ye je yade
Originally ye yanko enkomo no so
yes I feel you ever started
number 1 IGP applauding former President John Dramani Mahama and the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia for conducting decent campaign devoid of violence. I'm sure we put it in the context of devoid of violence Nadia we are sure but the problem can say a decent campaign now it goes beyond devoid of violence na empochania da pochania kazenchia mama free usiso will you exonerate your flag bearer
you come mama fanchia emu dru ema omampanyi Mahama baby o be the nation builder of our time onyame yadomo 2025 ebeso any in as president na bedi actually Professor Jenna no Pokwajima him say len crab to am because the Ghana man nyina support Prof to become the first female vice president of the Republic of Ghana nyame ya domo 2025 we ni nipa on be ye the reset Ghana no agenda no on be lady kwame e fa ne say kasa enye violence no mani ade a President Mahama be so conducting ni huye onipa wo ho a onye religious campaign then ye MPP for ye amuko duru ba bia ba mi aye Muslim the time a Muslim for man to amano a yenyi Muslim bia mabiem playing the religious card say ye nyina Muslim for nyina ntoma ba omia nan kasa ko adwura say nense no me fulani fo na adwura man ebo mo ko adu say omo de omo nantwie ese omo funa no ban no ne ade eti ene yo hye fulani fo nyina so ware fulani eti omo so nya dai entoma no Amampanyi Mahama onye bi say tribal politics say opoku prempe ba omi abedi akire beti magina simpie so be ka say we asantini na say oto abama ndc a we omambofo na o insight ashanti say hey NPP na yamudia obi ani ho a wose otoma ndc to Mahama won say waka bi say napo ekogina north na obeka say we Muslim na woto aba ema NDC a haram no mo ne ade wonti say Amampanyi Mahama ebeka bi wa conducting a decent campaign ever since ya oba presidential race since 2008 on the Professor Mills na 2012 on one call the campaign 2016 2020 and 2024 obi anim say John Mahama amukura any opponent they describe him say he's a perfect gentleman. Kwame, unim say nei MPs and parliamentary candidates. And nam fie mu ye campaign no ni ade ohwe bia video bia me hu ye. Na Michael Kwe Junior okoye na oba bi si ni draws ni ade na wakofa draws yi. Oh, now oh yes. Oh do me kwa benya. Posa draws.
Seriously?
Oh, I'm telling you. If your video no. Michael Kwe Junior koye de nsato ayi ba ayi panya ye de esi ne mai oba draws na wo posa no ni ade. Oh, in a bid to win votes. Ebi also abeko na obi kambanku na obi akwaje na wo ka obi ball emachi na obi akwaje na wo bobi no ni ade ni nyina ye campaign. That's the beauty of it. Na so far aka 10 days na ya to aba na IGP ne men no a MPP for abe recruit 8 years ni afibia do mo nkrofo gum no eno na o se obe yusu area election ni dia adabraka essence omo ye party police for ye call a sign off ye hu attempts ya na MPP for person omo yusu omo boys ya omo police service ni mu na omo de reggae the election eno ni ade was IGP e focus on and they why what is yes ya kidnap airliner Emirates for country rep or work room ha ya kidnap people from national security and national intelligence bureau and a kidnap mami IGP ha what is say armed robbers akọ adaraka we jewelry shop akọ J 6 million cedis ye leave cameras G the car numbers yi ba ye nyina ye teacher police for the statement abase nkrofo ya chiom oman mu aye hu democracy hub for call demonstration na IGP akọ kire om ne de ma ne mema nyina fra kogu se sha ye omo yaka de yo mo akọ court si enya omo kra ye nya om ye mo bill no mu sales mo ne ade
also democracy hub 37 ho de no
ai
said the Omkoye ye
omo ye dey
we are distraction of public properties in near their
ba
day
omo kun nipa
na police car na civilian tumi ewuru ma pa ko tuki enwe
ade nti amode security eyi abom gate
cameras
no eyi a ene obi ntimi nwura mu yi MPP tax be invade UTV e do mo Cortesa no police station ade echi ni eja omo nyina wow enne no pani ehwe Metro TV say what ya
oh yes
armed policemen akọ ko bowura good morning Ghana show mu omo ko yeden so ntiniama e koso no eno ne ade e wose IGP hwe the internal security na dide no bedru honum no na se basabasa ye ba na IGP ube throw hands in despair actually say you cannot control ana ye do man security na sha wonsa ezi soldier for are not involved in election NDC a press conference said ye soldier ni panyin e wo Ashanti region ono no oni wuntu minimum bopo akofa military uniforms dey etu a ye chichama NPP tax obele basabasa election day dey na IGP ayafa ho ya chiche kata dey akwa command evidence dey no ayafa ho
NDC as a party mo the evidence akwa
oh yes ya report to matter to IGP
and asima we can hear me allegations
oh any allegations say ye ho press conference say ye allegation ke nye press conference no say what you say ya press conference about din ya bodi ya kire onipa no nipa niema oye e dey na IGP atu afa they say only a electoral commission agemensa na motu anu atiem da bia omo press conference dey press conference vaso be na woso jemensa imu yo obi a opeso owi abai mu ba abaumia e niema oye nyina kwame amo hwe media station it is a Peace FM na electoral commission all district aka say mintimi ni Peace FM nya adwuma ntimi mamo kwan mamo ma collation center anye bia enipa ebe che election nasi ana say Peace FM modi election achi from the 90s I report to election every 4 years na ye be kasi ye mamo accreditation enye election emma collation center enche ye CSOs echiro koma electoral commission so mo accreditation akomonita election electoral commission so ntimi ma hom ampani ampa ya ma CSOs edie na electoral commission any MPP for ya amon person media sunshine better election so mo say you are for transparency say media na amamu a how do you exhibit the transparency it's your na electoral commission abebo figure bi a kire from the kotokom na ye nyina ye nyini ame eniema ekoso no e wose oman no yakasa as I say every step of the way MPP ni police service security service ni ade boa ai electoral commission boa MPP for okwan ya ombefa so a ombewi abamu amaba omia eti ye amane ba abambo wo election who be 2nd December which is Monday na security service for beto omaba eti ye say memory da be yeda me free fieda eti special voting no ene be me yehu de besi election day no say ne ekoto abawo ayawa so west for go MPP for ka che say dress rehearsal to mu prepare bobo tuo no mu ne ade e nipa bi good adam mu the same thing number year in 2020 kunkum nipa wotwe a yantimi anchi nipa ba kokora anya investigation IGP antimi anya investigation be si enne na yetra ho enti amampanye Mahamale so far so good am say wa conduct the campaign fairly
all right Ellen the next 10 minutes here odia on same issue the IGP akenyi vivid observation another is it a reality say both Ura Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia former President John Dramani Mahama any other presidential candidate in now conduct decently in their campaigning to devoid of violence. Sanity on.
One case on my campaign on my conduct
sir
decent or say Yamacho ha mekano. IGP applauds Bawumia, Mahama and others for conducting decent campaign
devoid of violence.
Police die ne problem na sam ne mandate ne sento kwensi ana ye nyina ya behihye ye ne mayi na woni mi anko gina bonten na baba na mini mini aba na hini ne gina ho na ntokwa giram ti se papa bia minim so ye ndisi ni a onam bukuma one ma kun na nka ba na hini ne me ntokwa giram police adwuma ne se sa asam ni ensi so far there election say starting and campaign mean ti say MPP ni NDC akogina ba bi di ntokwa esi meaning bi ebi esia na ma report ya mo ma mi hu ye ne eme hu eye si bi wo ha ye campaign ni akoto mo kwan ni nyina di asa aginam na ye obia to aso no okosa videos ni mo na mehu menya hu ye say ye mienu na akohia wo baabi ana ye ne any other political party akohia de ntokwasin emre bi atwam na nti saa obra emre bi atwam samuru afia starting fi 1992 mra MPP ni NDC ni ehia na ye ntokwa se ye nyina ya te ye ho ase se eye ka bi na menka bi obia nkyere na dwen na Ghana phone choose the best option inti ntokwa pa de ti IGP ka violence so far the violence bi ensi ye nyina ya conduct ye ho yi ba IGP oni any power over nsama ye keka oni any power don't mean nkyere say the campaign has been decent devoid of insults and they also more so or say violence violence no ehia no say ye mfa ntokwa nkogirem na ne ye ho ne atemdidie de eno de no mfa IGP ho eno ye mienu no yasem ana ye miensa ye nan ye nipa he na ekogina 11
da bi o 13
political parties e wo mu be ahe 4 5 na eno de say ye ho asem ne ye ka violence de amene ne ya adwen say ye nko ntokwa ye nya ya adwen say ye beko beba kasa enye dia eno de say ne NDC for take the lead
na konti aye chipi anu no say violence petu preko emma
na me kasa
ye saka say ya na de bufu abana
so far no e wo mu say NDC for edikan ni atemdidie de omo start korache omo edikan omo take the lead omo na omo ye king and queens of insults ukrum ha politics ye NDC for ne di atam but enu no MPP for say ya dwen say ye mfi mu udi atam anya no ntina me na wo ba be kumputuputu ama police abel udi atam Ghana for tiwo enti sa enu no de NDC for the atemdidie ne omo ahya na tare ye fiti akwala o mkopim panyi o ye Ghana for nyina ya te ase so omo ya atemdidie party mpese me examples amema omo no mu hia ya ba na hene pe na me hia na one of the few ones amehia omo ne me pe ntokwa ba obehia NDC ni bia na ode ntokwa ebehia na ode atemdidie ba eno no wo ho ode ba campaign mo omo mpanyimfo fiti Yewura Mahama our friend one case will be useless or so be a stupid and also so latest one latest one ebe PM communicators na ma Yewura Kufuor ti ne ba bi dwen ho onu so ye di natem enti atem di NDC for ma take the lead ye musuman mo chairman nso so na mo ka tribal politics mo chairman mi ame wo fa one nam ena tribal politics na wafa na washo ye rese edu nketia enti mu de musuma amutimu ana esuba amudi free tete esuba ya amudi free tete atemdidie de NDC for de ye musuma ye nyina ye ni Ghana fo nyina nim se ye ka politics mu atemdidie a NDC nyame aya ya dom ye nso na ya no den kakra so NDC for de ba na ye de ahia ye nso ye busuafo atu ye mfo mi sem papa atu mi fo on nan sem papa se mi tone down busuafo bi se mi tone down to say from now till 10 days a day enemy Elena or out here Ellen of St. Roses so ni me call St. Roses wa kwetia
last week
inti Ellen of Kaswa could leave and your day no could leave say the next 10 days Ellen of St. Roses I on duty sa na MPP fo nyina ye tu ye mfo we are on our best behavior ye nko ka biribia e de asembeba because ye ni abre ye ni Ghana for kasa se omonto abama Dr. Baumia uni obi ko kasa nya atemdidie eye kasade ni the fact so person nipa ni pie koto aba nti MPP for the atemdidie de yanka ho bi ni nyina ye nuanu NDC fo ne di atem fiti panyin kopem akwala e wo party mu omu nyina atemdidie mafias atemdidie panyin fo omu ahyehye ti Mahama e di atem na ne communicators nsusu di atem ye di obi atem wo fi ha ye di otumfo atem ye di kufu atem omusumba ya no what is MPP for di otumfo atem what is MPP for di president kufu atem president Rollins kura wa wu ko what is ye di natem ye ni natem ba ya no ye nuanu mi die omusumba ya omutimu ano no enti se IGP ka suban ya e de ntokwa ba oni MPP NDC for nka say yi no they are known recorded certified insulters
Ellen Yatien Kano bring it at time to 24 minutes after 4 Peace 104.3 FM decision time usini going forward I'm say we dey be asem dey amaye na SDF omaja tum so betu aba no looking at our population e wo oman mu na yetu aba no me da na initially na akwa say wo munti Ellen thank be how do you
bra ma disclosure me ya wo me to SD mu
oh okay
abusuafo nyina ya SD fo in fact me makra ya SD fo media ye medi if you are sorry.
Easy as on you with
Try me letter upon me.
I don't go here.
If you watch me, Jawari, almost a man I know quite passionate. If you watch him when ye medi, you pam me.
What's
Asampa, letter the comedy paper.
Wow.
Ono so so matese ahwehwe no meni na agya yimfie watwe ni ba sa me ya wo hwehwe no ne yayi na di matese sorry matese so ono no me ko hunu we ono no ne plan ne say oye biri wo hwehwe no wa change ne membership no oyi ne membership ahwe the bottom no de call the next church me dey the same as you ai o de call until matese ahwehwe no but me dey 8 years ago na asori ne me ni twa tintun time ba me busuafo nua me nuanom nyina no mutie me papa in fact me papa dan yachi asori dan si ho American Town SDA Church. Me papa fi ni si. Enti media na ha me pa se me te se na omo me menda asem no me say ye muda me check data me hu se edu Saturday na me ka chi mu tim se ade asem beba. Enti me ne me nua be ma ya wado mako be fi. Ya one University of Ghana, who say no na me fellowship president. Me ya fair NAS president na on sign me TESCOM president. See we try to engage a few of young for near more casa. Meaning say you see near so I engagement. Then almost the next elections I ever kono. So considerations nina baby bam send am say 3 religious days. Yeah, here kwan be fast because days we so to kosiada. And we say we send uncle for me so any abre. But my whole letter yes say sure. I'm hoping say I'm passe. Omobeko Aden Kabila or your church secretary. And that's why SD ni. Ain't you on the church secretary? He made a case. If I cry, me cry up me cry made a case.
No gusuko.
Me see up me. I show you me me call Presby. Send me papa chi Presby. But I call back to Presby.
You create now the call.
There be you me too.
You to move papa Presby.
Me papa there be me papa echi Presby. Me papa no be than SD ni his early days.
Mama say we boa. Who say you to move papa you always your Presby.
Me papa anya Presby. Me papa SD.
And I say what do
papa. Who say me to SD. Who say me kwa asore ben. Na me say me papa echi. Me kan echi a ni nchi free Presby. Ne nananom nyina mo ye Presby for. Ono pe na SD ni. Oni ni nua ba. Oba very early. Me papa do SD ni 100%. Sorry penny odi kan. American Town. Na on me na ware. Say mra na edi me. Ina edi yi me di. Mra me so me ti ase. Na woni mra no. Me ni mra na me buso. Nti na de yenko yanim. Enti ye nyina ye ka bi ya ye SD background nyina. Ni yanim how important as Saturday no. Be ma o ma ti say mo letter ba. So me kwa sorry no upon 12 o'clock. No more me kwa koto aba no makoto. Sorry na ni bi nso so ene mo kan say schools so ye friend saying polling centers. Inti me kan letter no mo ka say sorry na ye polling centers ni omo kwa sorry sa da no. Ye do mo ase ya mi nhira mo. Na schools no so a ye no mbe bi ama ya to aba wo. Ye oman adwuma ne ye nyina ye. Inti ye do mo ase so mo atie ye koye in the next 4 years say EC4 etna se no muti omo asem na ye nso ye omo to ate ase ama ye nyina ye koto abai ye nso ye nti omo ase na ne se omo ye no so ye ma omo inti mabusuafo nyina muti SDF nyina me omo yonkodo
what a quick one on this discussion emra se mi ba ye no now you say law was made for man not man for the law and then can we be say going for say there was suggestion you be consider say 7 December and say better ba ye to but akoba say enne esumbi bi ko siasa anu ante say de won afi a de betumi asesa da no ama no ayeye
Elimiana me won de medwin say see ye no to senia am say America for na ye sa first Friday, first Tuesday, first Monday of December every 4 years near to aba ye nya ne sa enti dates ni de best sa but say ye Farmers Day no
sure
say Farmers Day enye one Saturday first Friday of December enti ye be tin aka say every 4 years no e be a first Monday and na Tuesday ye ba ko to aba say be ya ye be yi weekend ni nyina free because so they call Friday ye nuanu Muslim for be ya sorry what they call me menda SDA for ne me menda for sorry ne SDA for nko anso so na man kan say SDA for na do so but ye wa other Saturday churches bebre and udi ko kwasiada so the majority of Christians say kwasiada ti any weekend ni free ho na nka yenya the first Monday, first Tuesday, whatever day I peno of December every 4 years ni fa nto aba mi say no be boy na eyi sa be the nephew because the next time we go to Sunday Sunday churches for so be any bebre the next time I go to Friday and also be dani another wahala ti any weekends ni free me I think that the weekend should be taken off.
Also
Kwame, I think it's a constitutional matter. 7 December every 4 years, and year to aba. Na the minimum say SGA4 no, any me for the Saturday. Sorry for you. No there. Saturday no so mo fanya activity be apart from mo som no. Be koto Sunday me sure say omo be ko Sunday church omo wi a omo be ko akoto aba omo bibia restrict omo sa. Na eba efieda so a ewie musemi asori 12 o'clock ni ade a so be kwakoto. We cannot satisfy everybody. Emre bia wo ya e be affect bi. I think that this is the first time I hear to aba I could see Saturday ye ba 4th Republic enunti na ye hu ni sa na welcoming news says the for Nigeria to me say omo no nyankopon akasa say da no de ebe kai home dan ye de ne kronkron de na so ebe to aba no essence communal labor civil right, civil duty say also mamba ba bia we dey oto aba na wa nkoto na obi ko choose leaders ma na say oman enko yi can you criticize? You can't, because one participate in the election because of osumunti. Ejida bia na me hu mi ya oba fi not TV so no ye dey say am dey wo nto aba bi oso so abetna wa kasa ma ko hu nyira yi ntin sa
ya baby ya wa de ma
obeto
na say ni obeto
na want to this ayiba ye namika
but owusu e na obi nsu bi say Professor General na on the SDA ni
dey be onye SDA
aza
onye SDA enti
ene wa obi say na onye SDA ni why
welcoming news say you anum say obeto enti enyina ye nto na enyefe election there every 8 years bia there's a party this time no achi MPP for Ashanti region ye nama ye boto to sansan no me ade say ayi say omo meto aba obi am say 8 years ko election a party be government, you understand? People will not vote, your people no be ka say omo awon ba ye no ma nya hwe no omo ntoma ono so nkonko to mo bia into fair electoral commission ni data or the publishing money ade every 8 years be say voter turnout no e wo form nti ye hope say this time na Ashanti region no ni godo kra no 60% turnout should be in Ashanti, but the national average should be around 70-72. So that's because Ashanti region is afi omonto san say akufo Dubai wa ma me yehwe oba da bia oba otumfo wa do be yi kire ni nipa na offers we mama ne post we na offers we me post we ama but JDM ko a o say na Masi hospital we na Maye road we na Maye interchange na Masi school we eno ne ade a ye de develop o mind enye positions ya was sama elen no ne ade a oba na wa be yi a kire no ne ade e Kwame ye da ye nuanom SGA fo ase se o mo beto aba o meka ye ho na ye nto aba ne ye ntunti aban yi ye ntunti aban yi na Ghana enfa ne ntoma panfra
Mebeda Owusuba na ene so as a member of the NDC communication team. Now Ellen surname no Ellen Ama Deku aha ene demetwa minim se onim Dr. Nana Anima Wiafia
Wiafia ni himbacho ni minim omodo so
oye professor
Dr. Wiafia and your breast
diabetes
okay
we dey ye ka omo a can language
okay
wo mesua ho ade ye doctor ewo mu a na otie yen Dr. Nana Anima Wiafia so Rosa also sending regards to you.
Oh my goodness. If meaning say or you senior.
I should think so.
Yes, and man kwan if that's why you senior man koto no ho. And she came after me. Maybe 2001.
Oh, small girl.
Me a small girl say. What are you talking about?
Small girl. Hello, me 1995.
Michelle say you intem.
And correction be free. Kabila Waba.
Say bright here, me bright.
This is not the first time. Yet to about on a Saturday, 1996. 1996 and so. It's Saturdays.
Chiano mame, perhaps.
Oh, this.
Kabila want to.
All right, so moving forward. Also, midway shall say also, then we come to probably a last topic. Yes, more boom kakra, owing to the President Anado, a kind of de the fairway, torn could do Masia. What's what about me? Say, Baumia, are you ready? Or you're ready as a gunner for money chance? Be fine. Endorsement, yes, a being called ma JDM. Oh,
sir, you don't expect, say, a Kufuado back campaign, Napo and a campaign, a crama, your mama. Your mama near Lomote near Ubi Awaba Medina, running the team one. What so candidate inside? I will say MPP as I do. Gaudia can't one cassa with John on Cabodi. Na can Naponi Lomote, only Panacry and very Lomote or the Lamte, Robert Lamte. I want to coca, Mahama, your Mahama near Lomote near dear. I could for the tower or call Ashanti region. We had himself near Dinkra. Say, or we in a Juma. The Uko Ashanti region, and send a LM Ukotono. As a send nipa guba sim don't be guba be back. Na yabeka search room. Eti wako jina radio station. Ako e man farewell message ya. Na yako basin crofo be good radio station anymore no appear be mo bye say watch a crowd. Oyin one him say Ashanti for edi yaw. Say President Akufo-Addo any action mafia called Chinchim Krata ya fena Japadi book. Yen you say Ashanti MPP no. Ashanti region and Eastern region and a yomu fruma kasiya pa.
But the way original hello FM abonsano so no. We woni pe be gu PZ tani mo.
Say Yakob ba se o ma be gu ho. Nanka obi aba PZ FM no ye interview obe pie ne nipa gu ani ma nye nipa na de o mbae. We show you mama. Any fan at all, my. Ya baso mo be gu aso mo ye dede. So mo ye dede. Emranche ni bi o so na say MPP rallies ni ye do mo kwa. O so ko obenya fried rice and jollof. Na ya man 50 cedi and 100 cedi. Ijo no mo dia ye o mo adwuma from constituency to constituency bi a obeko bi. Onya obenya take away no onya drink account ni amane sika no mo ne ade. Edu ko hu amane mo hu. Edi pa na President Akufo-Addo aye wa Ashanti mamu a ye be man sa ayi no. Ayi farewell we no. Okwa. Ono no ko ayi radio station e bisa na say we no se wa anyom ko amontomo me amunyai. Akufo-Addo no mo ko chinchim krata say ye nim say after Akufo-Addo no e was say ayi no flag bearership no e ko Ashanti region. But ye be ye bibia within our powers. Say be bypass Ashanti so no ne dia akokoma ba omia. Non accounts I no mo describe wo book nim. E no ka wona lanchemante ye den eja party. Ndi Ashanti for say amo be hwe sa de ne so de Akufo-Addo ye na ye to aba kese ma wo be di to me 8 years. Na duru ye so na so mfa ma ye de aye so ye be to aba na mo ahwe. Eno nti ne wakọ wori na mo hono ne ade ya onam na amanfo kura bebre bo ni tutu. Eno yi wa hu say Deputy Minister of Finance wakọ tutu e rally.
Hey.
Onti ye.
Oh, da bia na menti.
Deputy Minister of Finance Sika. Sibiramwa.
Sir.
Oh, onti. Oh, go to Ghana web.
Yeso.
Yes. Ono ani constituency our year rally campaign wakọ tutu. Live bullet boom boom.
Otoy.
Otoy tugu wiem senkrofo re hekon no. Se tuo ni de sa no enya hawa kumsi nya sa no tikas wa oye. Ahi copy se fe online we hu asem no ho. Se Siviamu akotwe etuo live bullet. Se ye campaign boys bi ye ni hey ti. Oba bom tu akum. Kotwe tuo hunam a etuo sha ho election day obi anya ya ukoto bono no wakun nipa so just say eti campaign ankasa ya den enko ye me hwe e call Vincent Asefua e video bi abuko makere man away osi ni trust ya na tipo okoye eti de akubu ado ye ne de yahuna tra
stika de no say self defense
o say self defense cheme mo wakɔhwe ɛdeɛ na ɛkɔ so deɛ ne yɛ ne ti ɔde etu defending
sɛ no sɛ de na youth no ba na so no
wa constituency aho yɛ really youth ba so abɛyɛ dai so ɛnema ɛkɔ so no campaign atonso Baumia campaign Kwame onum sɛ Baumia nankasa okokodi 16 days wa Ashanti region kɔyɛ campaign amfa ofi hɔ na ne yere Samira abranche bi describe as Hajia Beyonce ono so kodi me say jama 5 days eno so amfa na die nti kra na ekoyi opoku prempese ofi Ashanti region say dey be mo benya vote so opoku prempese kra tu afa afi Ashanti region ni number bi esanse campaign nkoyi o
so mu nantum mo baby faako
o say
ura JDM one professor so mu na ni baby faako
aha me say baby a wi ni fi yes enka ye be station na po ho on na di 85% vote ni ba o be o mu ye no mu say na po kra say on carry weight bia wa Ashanti region ho is ye pam na free ho na Baumia na yire na na wona Akufo-Addo pay mu na nkasa ye dai ono so duru ho na Akufo-Addo in 2016 goodwill a wunya ye no 1 million vote no in 2020 ye che so by 500,000 eno kura ntwagum na odi nya asa vote no nti wankasa o pay mu no de to wunie na wa be di akire esi ahunu so na araba eti election Kwame enya dia Dr. Baumia betima wini election se Baumia be wini election ya na ye Jim Mensa boss ma sare na the figures yaba na ye dey mom all the opinion polls actually say JDM e wini this omampania o say adwuma na ye number 1 sa branch bia na baba wa be wi university ni ade a adwuma na wo hwe na ban so timi nketi adwuma it was the 24-hour economy yeden eba na 3 shift system enipa ayeden anya bi aye elen be yebi bana hini be yebi esisu be yebi obi abenya bi aye also the national apprenticeship program eba ensanodwuma no ne ade a ye be training omanfo na ya somehow startup tools kits no ne ade a de be start adwuma no ne ade or the women banking eyeden eba na ema beju omu di dwa no ade wakọ jibosia na ade abedi dwa na wo de ahwe oma school no ne oma setem ne ade isa niema miensa we a JDM no kra eba no will transform the economy esan say nei government workers here a little above 700,000 say 24-hour economy ne ba ne yetimi fa 300,000 kan kra ai unim de ai house a ebe change so that's it aban ni ideas ya o be create adwuma and now no you say nurses for your form omo nko portal so nko form enipa 3,000 aba be go ministry no you call your for mu 30 greater Accra you say 30 penny betimi afa ya form aka no omo nko tena fie oba ba ko so on the wa bre kra enti wono on ma biem the nurse no mo se mo form a omo ye den omo ko tena fie we ni ade a you say you building infrastructure ni employ mo enkene John Muhammad 4 years na kanye nie so that's it it's ye wa reshem say necessary the vote no be man na de John Muhammad ka say obeye access to infrastructure yes hospital clinics polyclinics no money ade na ya expand sa de na mo so ma den monya dwuma ni bia ye na eno no de ba yen so John Muhammad mu galamsey wa kan wasem say MPP for almost say ye a wuntumi si kumasi din se because ono atimi di ni tumi bowura kwayem ekokotu gold say ye nsuo ni enkwaye ensase ni kokko ni ade obi anka ne hwe because Akufo-Addo ba we kre no mo ni ade no etisi ni nyina ba eden etu obetwa ye ba be ye o man ni ye be ye galamsey ye ba be ye no a small scale mining na ye wo hwa na ye dada na ye be ye ni ye enye de ne MPP abaye obi ye bia o ma say no ni ade ba omi ade obi anu so ni credibility otwa ntro ko jira ayi Cape Coast nsemo ko kan mema mo airport mema mo ayi habo asase kura wonye bi emfie 9 ne wantimi anye enti ne campaign atonso mo central region say you see commander sugar factory no mo buy mo antima operationalize a sugar factory ni fie nwotwe nie no mo ja factory na to commander mrantie egufi o mo nya adwuma nye and no mo ntimi medada obiom say o mo ye dey o mo ento aba mo nti de e kan say yemfa aba no en majo mahama na Ghana I need a so no na o me reset o my no my infinite pamfra now out of this incompetent government there's light at the end of the tunnel.
That was the voice of Owusu Banahi, a member of the NDC communication team. Now, Ellen, when my main and correct you, Nana Elimabi Afia Kentana Mekanasemi, or yet the first person to Bokode. Ono di kanya onya PhD and onya PhD e wo twimu.
Wow.
First
she can only be a second. She can only be a second. We are that smart.
Rosa for no. What's me can't you one what pa. Obi okuta PhD wo twimu de na all kinds of day. Wow. Wow.
Your local languages, they say you're taking it serious. So be it me a PhD with 3 months. Then you easy sir. Na make St. Rose no be free. Free baby. Mommy correcting your man 1 or 2.
Okay.
Number 1. You're rustica. Almost say who send and say your police for actually Grofo be come see some of the toy gun.
26 or
26. See me may pick your one send me say sir youth no so more ban so no mukra toy gun be. And as a trend and I'm say omo ye na he felt threatened and the man a treat you. And yes so on am hokwa na wonam na toy gun to say to you be the bow so na ukura bi I need to any license. I'm sure say license don't say to any license. Ain't na in common near and no say uncle for no so ain't no say self defense na police for so actually omono abra wo kasa man kasa men kama
parliamentary candidate I would to senior east police for kwache say ono ani 2 hour license we da ne kan
bra o kasa man kasa bi
am say na okroma
and those
Mama kama say
to no we pam but what we toy
down your friend is say wait a minute, Metro TV for some how can Ghana police for one who means one woman notice someone buy.
Enka uyo submission na nanka.
And American because when pesa ne kasa where ya it is an MPP for national and our government national be so come.
I'm told tell your court.
Obi omo di obika. E say omo ne tell so for na nya asem. Former Vodafone. In a court ama omo we. Who say Metro TV for no so de almost ignite group no so de letter abeto abonten almost so ka asembia say bailiff and abenti aban enshada ni at this time 10 days to elections MPP for ni aban ye ni obi ahomre sa ye de ye kochi omo so why de no why nsemi wo kwa eba civil matter mena wo ye issues enye aban matter enye political party matter asemba amonto mo boase na mun kan mu anse na mahwiri agina so na NDC for me to maka chom so mo campaign atase achechire om anyway yen call yen campaign asem no mo kan Ashanti region me menti om asio yen na Ashanti region ye stronghold ena ye wo kwan aye fa so aye yen campaign wo eno so NDC for monti ase adai what is your problem? But me abedi 1 month, obedi 2 months, 3 months for Ashanti region kra fa ho bay. Oh, NDC for I think it's a lot of mistakes. Man calculated Dr. Baumia and the possibility sending ye bema na ye flag bearer no. Man calculating ye. Yet to krom ha. And Dr. Baumia nia Jo Mahama. Ehwiri si mi. E catch na ye nyina say Dr. Baumia ni abiro di MPP for echi no. Emire bi beba obeka so pe flag bearer ye be use no na ya dampen ye ma na nye flag bearer sa me na ye Mahama me ye sure say na MPP no on share dan hwe ye nsuban ye hu dise na esitie ye na ne refi so ono ne party no ono wo more such issues say ye ma me nka say me nchiro ye party we MPP at least me wura mu na me ya kwala ketwa we share that family official party card me this 18 or 19 we were University of Ghana. Tanya be a party.
Oh, yeah, teenager.
Oh yeah, 20 years. We can say me university in a 19 years. It's anye bia MPP me dey 23 24 years as an active member. Adeba ko me hu me party. Me and delegates at any point in time nipa obenya tumi yen ye dwen so betimi agi tumi aman ene yeto abama no. Sa na yete yen delegates omotena se no mo ayom calculations ni ehu se esimesi ina sa mire yi ye de ne kwa ye benya tumi ni ye de ne ko emfa ye hu so ye frafra ni emfa ye hu se oye asantini emfa ye hu se oye deni yen emfa ye hu at that point in time sa nipa no emfa hu se wa ba 3 4 5 times MPP delegates dwen se wo na obetimi agi tumi a ye de wo ko sa na ye party ni ye de ye tie enti se Dr. Baumia oya ofi wale ko Dr. Baumia kura ye bronyi fita oye bronyi fita na Ghana mrama ne chance se omra megina as Ghanaian president na MPP for ye dream say ye delegates dream say ye de ne ko na obetimi ye wini ama ye de ne be ko. That should tell you the diversity ayeye wo ye party. Enti MPP for NDC for omo nyi party. No mo nya Dr. Baumia ho dwen so akone stronghold on ne nkrofo kokasa. Dr. Baumia simu at least me na akogana ha anye bia 2 times all over. You start say primaries me ne call round. All start ko we senti de bia me kam se sa na bus me ye one passenger wo.
Possibility bus
me a passenger of that possibility bus. Ma ko twice. Na baby ayeko bia constituency by constituency emfa hu ni region kro emfa hu ni nipakuo form wo Dr. Baumia ko incident na abentu adu Ashanti region na oba kwa ehamo na Ashanti region ka votes ni hu hia man ka mo so ne nam ho fa data na hwe votes a NDC nya votes omunya wa Ashanti region no edos si votes omunya e wo Volta region. Votes are NDC nya e wa Ashanti region edoso mame kama se won kasa man kasa bi me se Volta region votes are munya e wa Ashanti region no edoso e chan votes are munya e wa Volta region ti ya ka say Ashanti region e both MPP and NDC a stronghold. Tuni na stronghold. And no say ye nya more votes. Enti se mo no kra mo nya votes e free ho. Mo votes en no so sa. Mo kra mo gi say important. The past 1 week ma so am mpanyifo nyina agu ho. Na Dr. Baumia no ne nkrofo ni base ho mo nko ho. Ena wa akwana na yere akọ ho na ye den. Auntie Lodina we. So no so meti ya na ye say ono so na Ashanti region. Ana wa nko
de okobie ni maternity blog ono de
enti ono no onya campaign mani kuro abusuafo
wa bie maternity blog ba process aja bi oba ye second lady bi na watimi ayi
na muntie according to NDC for ni ya Mami Lodina hu hia so be campaign ama Ewurajo Mahama
she's not contesting
and na kire say onipa wo ba election wa wo fiefo wo yire kra ponyi wini na yire onyini ni na yire nim se na yire nim adwuma ne ya Mami Lodina nim se Ewurajo Mahama wa bere adwuma no ntimi nye eni nti na one person o wesi ni energy na odidi nachi nanka wo kunu no uji ni dia nka wa hwiri edi nachi na wo yire nyi wini mo flag bearer na yire no on fa mo flag bearer no on fa ni serious the presidential ambition on fa ni serious na otidi fie na odwen ne ho na obi yire de ogidi se ni kunu e wo vision na odi nachi ya no so ya moya ya suma mo money until Lodina nkasa no nusu nti for onti for when
she is not contesting
enti we there uncontested election 2012 mikro mu bunu is obeka those days ni ebom mini abe ma obeko no billboard dey si ho yera mi saata na ni photo ni so na ye John Mahama ni Lodina Mahama then na asesa and then na asesa a feed your nwanya bi enti nipa obetimi edi odomanim ni fiefo nyina ginidi na yire ya oda na chi nso ginidi Yera Mahama obviously ya Mami Lodina has given up on him. Enti mi hu ni enti a omo ha when enti na atu omo ni atase a obi akwotana ni Ashanti region a etete. Say Yera Baumia o wan kran ha. Enne wakwa commission the buses no electric buses no ya me bo china no pa ya adwuma ya started the past 1 week ya started commission niema bebre wo krom ha wa hu shock actually how many 2016 samre na afa na omu tu fom sword cutting ye wura na nado danko akufu ado akire mo say oye panyin na oni panyin be di agoro na so oni ne be kontokwa na so widiem wo se wa ma ye wura jo mahama ni widiem nyina ye ne hye wa hu abrabo a ye wura na nado abo ni ti o dia utina nkran ha utina nkran ha na wo ye dede na wo nkofom nkoye campaign na mo ye ko 275 constituencies wo ko sister constituencies wo yonko ko 275 times 4 na fe wo te ha na wo ye dede a ene ne ye ne Ghana fo nyina ye ready omo nyina hu se ye rajo ma ha ma enye nkukọ nketenkete a eye mponchi nketenkete enye mponchi nketenkete a eye nantwi a okodua grass ama o we policy fa bra hwe ne ya okeka besin na yewra mahama ntimi nkyere busaba na hini se 24 hour economy no crowd ase obeka kire mi se obeka kire mi se 3 tier ko ye adwuma nti anaju 12 no wan ekwa ko ye adwuma wuti ha se 24 hour economy ye be ko shift enso so wo ma ekọ double tracker na wusu logic ne say all right enti NDC for there as the nado will say me in anado's voice obo campaign no atonsuom
all right
until odina mon ko frene no nsimu na grandma akran so we na auntie Jane onu so abeba bi afa
Professor Jane na our central region
sir ayo
all right so busafo akasima miensa na ye de adwumede ne ba wiye bana ni in a minute bia na yenhie biem on a political show line
was it for you
next week your Monday or Wednesday
your my good way no
the number frame bia meba
all right and before we meet on either Monday or Wednesday next week in a minute
come
and then I will catch
Ghana for nyina na say ye no mo na shase ye no mbekọ awie ye ene aba ye koto no question was Ghana ni bia bisa na ho say was it in 2016 ene enne no etisen enti sene emri bi ni ye ka se hwe was it ne to abapa no saa na ye ko se 2016 na dokno ne ye bo no 1 cedi na se ne dokno ye 7 cedi to 10 cedi se 2016 na wache na ye 2 cedi na se ne ba bi wo ho no ma Medina kura wache 10 cedi ne ye che eho akande maaye aduane boa ye din food inflation ya sitramu ankoyie electricity bo ene woto a you say boat etuhu nkrofo modwuma say where local banks aban ba ye obegu no any financial sector over 400 companies aban begu no nipa omugufi unemployed Segana ombe form ntuma pafra this year sesa ema NDC ba so NDC ba adwuma ye gu wo no yo ma ma she bo say bebre no lance ye hwem na omu deserve say o say de momo a be momo aye de asan opeti biom na Ghana for no na be employer minia ene Ghana ni opevisia you can't go to Stanchart you can't go to Absa ye mfa ma be na ye Unibank any Heritage Bank ya no money ade na boabo Ghana for no money ade etrimodin ni ade enti abanwe ya ba begu no eti ye madwoma amakwan wa ye bida the nation builder of our time no mrame LSA osi obeye nkoko nketenkete osi ye nko into poultry farming in fact omo nkasa omo manifesto mo on so abeka say they will encourage the youth to go into poultry farming
1 minute na so
enra ye ka say teacher license exams ye betwam omo ji achiya enra ba omo ya de aba say omo so omo betwam eti NDC ye set pace na they follow.
Thank you.
If send Akufuado or call election impress no. And son of your mampani, Baumia will go 4 times and son of Baba your mampani. It's John Mahama.
1 minute.
Bruh, 1 minute is short and simple, straightforward to the straightforward. You're about me and
sorry, me and Kona.
You're about me, I could gun and you see, while my ya away, me or peso deba. Near me. Miansa me nim say about me aso be and said number 1 free SHS na when abria we enjoy say na Ghana full be fie why enjoy ni about me aka wo de ba ye no oni wura na nado danko Akufo-Addo ne de bae nti ono na obetimi amana kɔ nanim no waye ne yi yewura ba me ase Ghana mambunu opese yetena krom ha na yenye sika the new technological age bank tena internet so nya sika pimpim no Ghana for mrantie ne maba wan so muso betimi yenya bi enu nti na so be train maba wan ne mrantie 1 million in digital jobs enu ne yedi kɔ yanim nyankokɔ nketenkete enya mponche nketenkete enya na Ghana fo maburu hiam na ntwie nketenkete dabi ye pet ne yedi ye kɔ yanim ye wu aba omiase obeye ye wu aba omiase ye nka nkyere Ghana fo nyina so ono as vice president ye nte da se ni wura ati committee wono so se ye hwehwe no ye nchichake ne niema for corruption and so ye wura Mahama ba ye wura Tamils may he so rest in peace oti committee wono so government official number 1 ye wura aba omiase ono de ne nsa clean corruption untimi fa bi ntage no enti Ghana ni wiase nyina ye kɔ yanim obi ani ho all sign na chi ye reset Ghana nkɔ ye hwe ye upgrade ye reset nye hwe ye pe corruption bia ye pe kokɔnketenkete ye pe digital jobs
finance and finance ministry
enye ni ono bejika enye ono obejika wo contractor aji ababeti na abeka tell wo say are you corrupt $3 million as a president or as a human being yan pesa nipa
Bawumia is more corrupt
sir government official number 1 and you go Mahama are you corrupt as a human being or as a president yan pe no
awie so aseda nikabia ane edema Ellen Amadeku, a member of the NPP communications team. And then also na yene eka MVC communication team ho. Epenin for me enu and net decision time live on Peace 104.3 FM. Yanu omusin konwa dwendwene Ghana about 2024. Now you better 7th December. Yeah, from Chief Captain Field Marshal Hinena Kwame Amo. On behalf of the production team, President Isaac Opoku and nominee Liverpool. Isaac Opoku ewo Real Madrid nominee Liverpool. Prince Bafo and Clinton wa aka me concentrate. And Abdullah Dasmani, Peter Square, Patricia Sifafisha, and Naomi Obenewa. Now I am more producing news now, man. Internet with him. All right, yeah, quite na kwanso bread. With Odia in can kwame eboa. We dis abek kopim se no nsia bebo no nsia boy ye dey. I can news at 6 bebrem when we 3 Odia in can bet to us so e dia kofia sumdwem. Ya dama sema money tie nyame ya domo a. And na pan one na 9 days, right? And the decision time is back on Monday. God willing. Until then, keep your thumb safe.